Well, holy shit. Guys, I announced this, well, we announced this last year. I mean, Jerome and Gary were not in this, but if you guys remember during the top 5 summer films of 2019, I made a promise to you guys that since that we didn't do top 5s in May, June, July, that instead of doing top 5s, we'd be doing top 10s because last year was the end of the 2010s decade. And since I'm a gamer, this is obviously not a movie list, as you can tell by the title of the video or the stream as we're doing. But now, as you guys could probably tell, Shane is not here, unfortunately, to which I just want to say really quick, Shano, we miss you, we love you, buddy. He's been having a lot of situations, a lot of conflicts going on, to which we miss you to death, man. We wish you were here.
I'm going to say this right now about Shadow Mac. I can never be in his shoes.
Neither can I, man. Like, he's a fucking trooper, to say the least. He really is.
Can never go with, I can never just, well, feedback. Okay.
It might be coming from Gary's end, if anything.
I can never just endure the fucking level of torture that poor kid goes through.
Yeah, same.
I couldn't do it.
But Shane, just wanted to let you know we miss you. We wish you were here with us discussing this list. But anyway, so I'm a big gamer. I have been doing a lot more game reviews. So I am here with my good buddies, Mr. Gare Bear, who is below me, and also my also good buddy, Mr. Romyboy, Yummy2184, as is, if you want to be specific on the names. And we're here to share with you guys.
That's my PSN name.
Oh, I know. But we're here to share with you guys our top 10 favorite video games the past decade. Now, before we go into our honorable mentions, I just want to let you all know, these are our lists, okay? These may not be the perfect games. Well, at least in our eyes, they're the perfect games of the last decade. And they're not going to be reviews, but we're going to go into why we put them in our list and why we put them in a certain rankings that we actually did. Now, before we get into the honorable mentions, I want my buddies to introduce themselves, starting off with Mr. Gare Bear.
So Gary's a bottom.
Come on, Gary.
If you can hear the fan, let me know so I can change it.
But Mr. Gare Bear, introduce yourself, boo-boo.
I don't want to.
I'll do it anyways. It's my stream.
I don't like you.
I don't like you either. So it's mutual.
Gary, listen, Gary, can you just do your introduction, please? Please.
Oh.
Please.
Why not do your introduction? Please. Please.
Please.
Please. Fuck you then. I'm going to do it.
I don't want my introduction.
Oh, if Smart Fans was Trump, that's your only fan.
Hey, little fuck shits. Oh, jeez.
At least I'm not like Vince McMahon, where I'm only an audience to one person himself.
Oh my god, that's your only fan show.
Now look at this. If you don't see the Nike shirt and I have this down, it look like I just escape out of prison.
It really does. In all
I look
honesty.
like nails.
Put your ass back in prison too.
We don't want that.
Well, Gary, you were my first love.
Don't drop the soap. Don't drop the soap.
Don't drop the soap. Make sure I don't pick the lock off of your chastity belt.
Chastity belt.
Oh,
well, come on, Gary. Do your introduction.
Yeah, come on.
I don't even.
Yes.
I don't like doing introductions. I only do an introduction for some other shit. I don't want to. The only thing I'll say is, okay, hi everybody, go fuck yourselves. Good night. There you
That's
go.
better. Okay.
There's your fucking introduction as.
And no, I wasn't going to fart. I don't have to fart. I was moving my phone.
All right. So now that Gary has said his introduction of "fuck you," good night, Romy.
Shut the fuck up.
You know what the guy said to the sexy curvy blonde with no arms, no legs? Hey, nice tits. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 10 best video games of the 2010s, the absolute worst fucking episode of all time. Introducing Austin the Tripod Boy.
Hi guys, Ozzy here. I'm here.
What the fuck?
Who knows? Gary can carry a shank. And yes, how can I help you?
Oh my god, will you just continue?
You be quiet.
Hey, I'm in charge.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
I'm in charge.
No, Is this not? Hey, is this your channel, Gary?
Oh, I'm in charge.
I'm in charge.
Yeah, it looks like you're in charge of jack shit. And speaking of charge, It's the young. Yes, that's Mr. Garrison.
Oh, for God's sakes.
That's his
I mean,
that's war cry. And yours truly, Romyboy Jerome. And I don't have thousands of honorable mentions. Sorry, I'm not with Alex this time.
Or Lucas.
Lucas. Oh, that's my girlfriend.
Anyway, all right.
And by the way, folks, this is a gaming video and not a movie video.
Just to let you all know, we will be doing those lists, and just to let you all know, before we continue on with the honorable mentions, someone has a little feedback.
Izzy's telling you that I have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 honorable mentions in alphabetical order. However, I'm going to let my dear boy Austin decide who goes first, second, and third. And remember, the person who stays in the rear takes it
in the rear. But anyway, so
favorite comments of all time, my quotes of all time.
Before we move on, just to let you all know, June and July, those will be the best and the worst films of the decade. And then on top of that, for the best of, it'll be I, Alex, Lucas, and Gary in that video. And then the worst of, same three, but Romeo will be in the worst of instead.
I'll be in the worst.
But anyway, so moving on with that, so I am going to let Mr. Garebear go first. Do you have any honorable mentions?
This ain't both of us. I'm sorry, I can't do that here.
Motherfucker, dude, why you put me on the spot right now? Let the other guy go first.
Because I can.
Let the other guy go first.
Oh.
Then okay, I'll let
So you know what? I'll go first for one particular reason. It may help Gary out.
Yeah, yes. Good. So Romeo, with your honorable mentions.
So go ahead, Gary. Go on and play with your Tonka trucks.
Hey,
those were cool. I had a bunch of those when I was growing up.
Thomas the Tank Engine, mind you.
Fucking creepy, man.
No kidding.
Here's my lesson alphabetical order. Now I did this video with Lucas LC Muscles in the chat on his channel, but my list is somewhat a little bit different. So here we go in alphabetical order. Cuphead.
Ooh.
And I am a phenomenal player at Cuphead, mind you.
Keep everybody in, will you?
I will, motherfucker.
Yes.
51 seconds on.
Would you be quiet?
Okay. Okay, there's one that's gonna gripe Austin's bony ass, but I had to include it because I forgot it in the previous one.
I might as well be a toothpick. Seriously.
Gears of War 3.
Okay, that actually helps me out a little bit.
How fucking dare? Anyways, keep going.
I forgot to mention that in Lucas's video. Next one of the best, arguably the best in the series, Halo Reach.
That's a good pick.
Next one. Now, I wasn't include both of them. However, I think oh, there we go. I just looking at the live chat because whenever someone says a swear word, it bleeps them out.
Right.
Super Mario fan, get it. Next one, Inside.
I need to play that. I needed to beat Limbo at the same time.
Limbo is fantastic. Inside's even better. Next one. Here we go. Here comes some hate. The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim.
I'll get to that in a little bit. It's a phenomenal game.
Now, next one. This was originally on my list, but I removed it because there was a game I forgot to put on there when I was doing the list with Lucas, and it killed me ever since. The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild.
That's a great fucking pick. Great pick.
Next one, my nephew and I played this. We played the first two, I believe. I think it came out this decade. The Walking Dead season 1 and 2.
Oh, great!
I remember playing those games.
Oh, dude!
Everybody damn near cried or did cry at the end of the first Walking Dead.
I did. That's for
I looked at Kaylin. I'm like, Kaylin, because we played together. Like, be honest with me, did you cry? He's like, did you almost cry? He's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, me too. You haven't even played Black. Yes, I have. Look, you dumb shit.
He's played it.
Yeah, I told you. I was at my family's house, and one of their buddies had the Switch with him, and he's like, "Hey, you want to play this?" I was like, "Sure." And I played it for a good while.
It's a great game, from what I've played.
I actually did the same exact situation playing the Walking Dead games, and same with Halo Reach. I was at a relative's house. They had an Xbox.
Nice.
Next one, The Witcher 3.
That's oh my god, I love The Witcher 3.
Did you beat the whole game? Do you know how long that fucking game is?
Gary, you were trying to say something?
Sorry, Gary.
The point was it's gonna be a shame for me because that and another one's not gonna be on the list since I haven't played them yet.
Oh
Okay,
man, The
understood.
Witcher 3 is so damn good.
And my last honorable mention, Uncharted 3: Drake's Deception.
That's not even listed on my list. Hold up, because I'll mention Uncharted. It's just not Uncharted 3, okay?
No.
That's Gary's so mad. I think Uncharted 3 is an amazing game, but I think Uncharted 2 is better, and Uncharted 4.
No.
Gary's mad. Gary's mad. Is the baby upset?
Goddamn right, the baby's upset.
You gonna cry? You gonna cry?
Yeah, I play a couple of RPGs out there.
What I will say about Witcher 3 is this. I'll mention it after. I'll mention it when Gary and Romy are done with honorable mentions. Romy, are you done with yours? You said you were done with yours, right? Gary, honorable mentions if you have any.
Wait, what?
You're up next. You're up right now for honorable mentions.
Honorable mentions. Well,
Keep drinking your ginger ale.
Hey, ginger ale is good.
it helps my stomach and it makes me piss better.
Hey,
so that-
hey, you know it does help out with stomach issues. I can attest to that.
Jerome, shut up. Shut up, Jerome. Shut
Yeah,
the fuck up. This ain't both of us.
the deal is you're supposed to cut me some slack for a little
I
bit.
will.
Yeah, we will. We are. But Gary,
What?
honorable mentions, boo boo.
What do you mean by? I don't want to do honorable.
Do you have any?
So you don't have any.
I think I do. I wrote a couple down.
Then list them out if you have them.
Well, maybe if you say please, I'll go.
Well,
Gary,
please and fuck you.
What are you doing?
Nah.
Oh God, here we go. Gary, will you please? Oh, for God's sake!
Would you hurry up?
Okay, here are my honorable mentions.
I've never having kids.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you folks. Now, ever since I haven't really been gaming as much until recently. Until once I got my PlayStation 4 a couple years ago, I haven't really done much gaming until I got the PS4. So I'm basically getting myself back. But I have managed to play quite a few games that are out there for both PS4, PS3, and Xbox 360 back in those days. So, ladies and gentlemen, here is what I happen to have on my list for honorable mentions. Not a lot.
Okay.
I have BioShock 2.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's one of my picks for the most underrated game.
Underrated game.
I have Journey.
Hell yeah.
I have Until Dawn on here.
Good pick.
Because the thing is, I personally believe that if you have any underrated games, they should at least get some recognition either in your top 10 or honorable mentions. So,
I agree. Until Dawn is that game doesn't get enough love that it deserves. Until Dawn.
What else? We got Halo Reach.
BioShock 2 came out 2010.
We got Horizon Zero Dawn.
Ooh. Oh.
And that's all I got for honorable mentions for time.
All right. Good picks. All right. So honorable mentions. These are in no particular order, and they are not in alphabetical order. So just to let you all know. So starting off with Breath of the Wild. Then Witcher 3.
Hell yeah.
The one that's gonna get pissed off a lot of people, Romy. I'm with you on this. Skyrim. The only Elder Scrolls game I actually like. Heavy Rain.
Oh, Heavy Rain is that's such a
Quantic
good game.
Dream. Quantic Dream.
Hideo Kojima. That's how it's done. Okay, go ahead.
Doom 2016. Someone's mad. Halo Reach.
Well, welcome to my world.
Dead Space 2.
Fuck.
Oh shit!
Borderlands 2.
Damn it! I forgot another one.
Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, one of the darkest narratives you'll play, but it's so good. The Wolf Among Us, which I think is the best Telltale game.
Is that the game with that big fat fucking toad?
Yeah, that's the one.
Shut up, Gary. I already know what you're gonna say.
I love that game so much. And then, last but not least, Journey.
I forgot to put Dead Space 2, and there was another one I forgot to put on my honorable mentions. Outlast.
Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice is a fucking amazing game. I can't wait for Hellblade 2. Oh my god. Okay, next. All right, so getting to our top 10, starting off, Mr. Jerome, what do you have, sir?
Well, I go first this time. I go first.
Are you in charge, asswipe?
Yes, I am. I go first.
No, you're
Actually,
not. You're not in
no.
charge.
No!
You're not
Yeah.
in charge.
No!
You wanted Romy to go first.
Yeah, exactly.
Honorable mentions. Fuck you. I go. Okay.
I was gonna say
That works.
I was gonna say ladies first, but then again, I'm the one with the big titties, so okay.
Oh my god. All right,
Hey,
number
they're
10.
muscles. Okay. No! Quit playing with your nipples!
This is why I brought them on, guys, because I just have the greatest banter.
Nipple squeezing is healthy for you.
It is.
See? He even agrees.
Romy, continue, please.
This is why I got a vasectomy. All right. My number 10. You know what's funny about Valve? They
Okay.
cannot count higher than they can't count to 3 or higher. But when it comes to their sequels, they've made some of the greatest sequels of all time. Left 4 Dead 2, Half-Life 2, and my number 10, Portal 2.
I need to play this game.
My nephew and I played it from start to finish. We played the original Portal. We loved it. And then we played Portal 2. Oh, excuse me. Yum, 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 yum. Okay. Portal 2 is not only one of the best sequels, it's one of the best puzzle games and one of the best co-op games. And if you haven't played it, I don't want to say too much, but let's just say it picks up a little bit after where the first one takes off, and I'm just going to let you go from there.
All I'm going to say is this, my buddy, I've told you guys this, but to everyone watching, I know my buddy Nicole from work, that's her favorite game of all time, Portal 2. Portal 2
is just an achievement in puzzle and co-op gaming. And all I gotta say is this: if you haven't played Portal 2, potato.
Oh god.
People who played it will know exactly what I'm talking. Lays potato chips. So, Gary,
what are you doing?
Gary, what are you doing?
No.
What are you doing?
Here we go again.
Nothing.
You goofy fuckstick. So that's my number 10 is Portal 2. An outstanding game.
All right, Mr. Garrison.
One of the best co-op games of all time.
I'm already know people's going to give me shit for not having control of my list because it's not.
It's not on mine either.
It's on my overrated list.
I cannot believe that. Still, but anyways.
Look, it's not my first time I've gotten in trouble for a video game, so...
Oh, you should hear me about Red Dead Redemption 2.
It's okay. It's okay. It's all right.
But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, here's my number 10. Now, I was at a relative's. I was at one of my auntie's house.
Aunties.
She had an Xbox 360. Apparently, believe it or not, she's got a good taste in video games. I'm not going to lie on that, so she knows who I'm talking about. But she's got a good taste in video games. So there was a game she was playing. My number 10 is The Walking Dead. I can't really say I cannot say a specific series within the whole entire thing because the whole entire, both season 1 or 2 are absolutely phenomenal.
Oh, they're both so good.
They are designed to this interactive adventure format based on the whole survival with a very nice twist and concept from the original show, along with some cast and characters that you are well familiar with, along with some new stuff. So a very nice blend between adaptation and original. So very good mixture with the game. And this game really hits you hard with emotion, no matter what it is that you are feeling. In terms of its sadness, happiness, suspense, horror, no matter what, this game knows how to hit you good and makes you feel a certain way. And throughout the gameplay, now, when it comes to interaction games, it's really something I'm not much of a fan of. But the thing is, if you have a story that's going to keep you engaged and keep your eyes glued on the TV to where you don't want to put down the controller, which is one thing in common that you want in gaming, this is one of those games where it has you glued to the television with its story. And wow, this game is phenomenal. So,
Telltale does it right, to say the least.
Telltale Games is a really good production. I really like a lot of the stuff that they are able to produce and bring out. And this is definitely one of those gems that, personally, for me, I can somewhat see this getting a PlayStation remaster.
I'd love that.
I would think that would be a really good idea if this got a PlayStation remaster.
I could see that. That's a good segue right there. I prefer Wolf Among Us more than Walking Dead, but that's just me because I love the fairy tale stuff. But anyways,
yeah, because Diggum the Frog is in it.
Yeah, I can tell why you like fairy tale stuff because you're a fucking fairy yourself.
How did you know? Anyways, so
Tinkerbell.
My number 10 is the best licensed game of all time, and that is Batman Arkham City.
I wonder if that's going to be on my list.
Arkham City. Now, Arkham Asylum was a great first game of this trilogy. I have not been Arkham Knight, so I can't really say anything about it. Arkham City takes what Arkham Asylum did and just amplifies everything up to 11, to say the least. From the gameplay, the story involving how Batman and Joker come head to head at this time around, how it starts off with how the Joker gives Batman a disease at the very start, the boss battles, the side quests, everything in the ending of this game.
And the twist at the end.
Oh,
there's a couple twists where, well, okay, the game's been out. Okay, the game's been out for what? Fucking almost 10 years.
It's insane. I will say 2010 and 2011, if you ask, were the best years of video gaming.
Which is funny because 8 on my top 10 list came out within the first few years of the decade.
Oh, same. And sure, Brett, I will agree with you. Spider-Man is a phenomenal game, but Arkham City is a far better game, if you ask me.
What the fuck was that, Gary?
What would you say?
Oh, okay. Thank God, because I was going to say it, Owen. Just play it. You're not gonna it's gonna blow your mind.
Trust me, Owen. It's Arkham City is an amazing.
And don't
game,
spoil in the chat.
And not just that, but the Riddler challenges are a lot of fun. It's a game that not only emphasizes on the open world structure and it innovates it for the genre, but it also goes into even more detail of Batman's relationship with the Joker as well, which is, I mean, if you guys don't know about Batman the Joker, please do your research on it. Joker's my favorite villain of all time anyways. I could go on. I haven't played the game in a long time, so I need to get a refresh on it, but from what I remember, I just remember being blown away by it continuously.
Spoiler, Bruce Wayne is
Batman. But anyways, yeah, number 10, Arkham City.
Okay.
Number 9?
Cock, it's what's for dinner.
Oh, for God's sakes.
My number 9. This is also a game I played with Kane many times, and it's one of the best Mario games out there. And how the fuck this was not nominated for Game of the Year is just baffling, especially when it's one of the best reviewed games of all time. It has like a 97. My number 9, this also came out in my number 10 came out in 2011. This one came out in 2010. Super Mario Galaxy 2.
Before you go, I tried to get into Mario Galaxy, but the mechanics, I just couldn't get it. I just couldn't get into it. I love Mario games, but this was the one I was like, I just can't get into it. I tried.
Super Mario Galaxy 2 took everything that the original had and made it better. It's kind of, it's a sequel. It's a perfect sequel that does everything right. I love the power-ups. It includes Yoshi, and it has one of the most... Oh, you get the fuck out of here, Super Mario fan. You're full of shit. And it has arguably the hardest level of all time. It's called the Perfect Run. It's the 240th final star. It's 6 levels. They're just brutal. Okay? You get hit once. Game over. You got to start it from the very beginning of the Perfect Run. And there's 6 of them.
Oh!
You okay there?
Oh, we'll get to that, C.A. Cougar. We will get... What the fuck?
Fucking Gary, are you okay? Is the baby okay?
It burned.
I told you, it did everything that it did everything that the original did, but so much better. Better platforming, better puzzles, better equipment. And it's beautiful to look at. So that's my number 9.
Gear Bear? You're muted.
Okay.
I could not hear you. Okay.
Okay. Now, in the world of gaming, there are multiple different varieties of genres that you can think of that people absolutely love. Now, RPGs, Battle Royale, Action Adventure, Role-Playing, Interaction, which probably falls in the category of role-playing, Fighting, First-Person Shooter, and many more out there. My specialty that I'm pretty good at is First-Person Shooter. That is my creme de la creme. That is the cream in my coffee. That is the sperm out of my wiener. That is the Asian to my love life that I want.
That Asian hair, you're never going to see that semen.
That was mean right there.
I've been sad enough already.
Gary.
Cut him some slack.
Okay, Gary. I'm sorry.
You know what you need? You need fucking eyebrows. I'll take the Sharpie mark and put it permanent on your face.
That reminds me of someone I know.
Gary Bear.
Anyways, number 9, Okay, first-person shooters. Now, I'm going to be one of those guys, and I'm sure a few of you folks are going to agree with me because I know for a fact I am goddamn right on this. First-person shooters were made and meant for PC mouse and keyboard controls.
They are.
Yes.
They are.
Now, can it work for a system? It can. It depends exactly how it is and how it's going to work. Control. So, in a way, I'm very fussy in terms of control. So, but mouse and keyboard is much more of a preference. I think it's better, and plus you can get more creative, much more wise, and you can do much more stealthier and more accurate shots with mouse and keyboard.
Mouse aiming is so superior.
It works better for first-person shooters. Even I can agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Punk War Max. My favorite genre is first-person shooter. I like First Blood. I love. Well, I can mention Halo Reach. I do. Doom is my favorite. It's my creme de la creme.
Hell yeah.
I love Wolfenstein. I like Duke Nukem. One of the only pioneer games in terms of first-person shooter that I haven't played yet, and it still kills me, is Quake, which is embarrassing, really.
It's been a year since I played the first two. I'm more familiar with the first
There needs to
two.
be a new a campaign for a Quake game. There needs to be at this point. I'm waiting on it.
But right now, we're going to talk about something from Bethesda. This is a Wolfenstein game. This is a specific one I'm going to talk about.
Is it New Colossus?
No.
New Order?
New Order, believe it or not.
Wow. I'm surprised by that.
When I played New Order, there was something about this game when I was playing it that just had me over the edge a little bit more than New Colossus. Don't get me wrong about New Colossus. It is fucking superior.
I think it's so much fun. I think it's the best Wolfenstein game since probably Spirit Destiny.
It is great. It is a phenomenal game. But there was something about Wolfenstein New Order that just had me psyched up for New Colossus.
Mm-hmm.
The suspense, the thrill, the whole entire gaming format, the controls, the varieties of powerful weapons that you were able to get in this game, certain abilities that you can do, this whole entire story that was dark and ominous that led up to New Colossal. Now, the thing is with New Colossal is that I already knew that we were going to get something of a special attraction. But the thing with New Order is that this came off as something fresh. This game came off as something that was just going to be very intriguing that's going to lead up to a possible sequel. And sure enough, it did. And this particular game really hit the mark for me in terms of leading up to a sequel that ended up being far superior. So, in a way, I had to choose New Order over New Colossal for one reason, for the high, intense suspense that it was able to be going into New Colossus. If this
New Order is a great game.
Now, I'm being objective with this list, too. If this was subjective, New Colossal would be on here.
Interesting.
No, isn't this objective? I don't know. Okay, whatever the fuck this list is. Mine's objective.
I can just hear fucking Alex come up to me and say, okay, Jerome, are these games that are your personal favorites or the ones you consider to be good? I can just fucking hear Alex.
These are my personal favorites.
Mine, I'm a little objective to a minor detail.
Wait, hey, New Order is a great fucking game.
New Order's really good, but I thought New Colossus was fucking.
As do I. I thought New Colossus just absolutely killed it.
Oh my god, it's amazing.
I like listening to New Order.
New Order is a great band. All right, so my number 9 now. This was originally in my honorable mentions. And then I looked at Lewis. I was like, no, this has got to be on there because this was my number 1 game of last year, Resident Evil 2 Remake.
Aha.
I love this game to death. Now, if you guys have... Now, I will say this. When it comes to the original Resident Evil 2, admittedly, I never beat the original game. I didn't beat it. But from what I played, it was an amazing game. It's a classic for a reason. And how they took what was already a classic game and made it even better, I will never understand how they did it. Everything about the remake is just as good, if not better, than the original game. From the graphics, the gameplay itself, the horror aspect of it. Romy?
Well, they took the Resident... Okay, what's the name of the game engine they use in Resident Evil 7?
The RE engine is what they call it.
They used the RE engine from 7, the gameplay aspects from 4, and a remake of 2, and put it together.
This basically felt like... I mean, you mentioned before, it was basically the over-the-shoulder gameplay from Resident Evil 4 with some tweaks to make it better with the RE engine from Resident Evil 7. And that's what you got right there. Resident Evil 2 Remake is just... I have been in this game God, how many? Like, I'm on my 5th playthrough. If you guys have been watching my stream, to which I need to get back to it. It's just it's a masterpiece of a remake of a game that's already a fucking what's I'm trying to think of the right word for it. Basically,
Remaster, remake.
no, it's it's a turning point of the horror genre, for
Oh,
survival
okay.
horror. It's a remake of a game that was already great, and they made it better. And the fact that this did not get a single damn win last year at the Game Awards blows my mind.
It should have won that, or Astral Chain should have won Best Director.
I agree, and I think it should have won Game of the Year if you ask me.
Not fucking Death Stranding.
But yeah, Resident Evil, it's an amazing game. How they, like I said, how they turned an amazing game and made it better. Seriously, congrats to all the development team. I want to play Resident Evil 3, even though I've heard it's disappointing, to say the least. But no, Resident Evil 2 Remake, it's just a damn great game. It's more than a great game. I'll say it again, it's a masterpiece of a game that was already a classic in the first place. So yeah, my number 9.
My number 8. Okay, originally my number 8 was Breath of the Wild, but then this is the game I forgot, and I was just like, no, I'm putting this. I'm replacing this with this one.
Mm-hmm.
My number 8 and my number 7. This could switch either or, but this is what I have as of right now. My number 8 is BioShock Infinite.
Wow.
BioShock Infinite.
Look at Gary. I don't think Gary's happy.
Motherfucker, if you know what's the rest that's on my list, maybe you understand.
And you're on mute, by the way.
Don't give a fuck if I'm on mute or not. I'm listening.
Hey, Gary, I platinumed that game. All right, BioShock Infinite.
What did you get? Did you get a fucking paycheck? Did you get a goddamn trophy?
I actually did get a trophy. It was a platinum.
Did you get a legit actual trophy to hang up?
Yes, I did. It's one of 36.
Yeah, well, guess what? The trophy says go fuck yourself, too.
I did that already.
Anyways.
So, yes. To me, BioShock Infinite is the best of the series. Why? It takes... It's focused on the same people who did the first BioShock. I forgot what his name was. Levine?
Yep, Ken Levine.
Ken Levine. Who is a genius, by the way. And it focuses on Booker DeWitt, who has to go out and try to rescue this woman named Elizabeth. Why? In order to pay back a debt. That's all you need to know. Because this game is like, if you take BioShock and blend it with Inception in the heavens.
Mm-hmm.
It opens up to one of the most gorgeous looking openings I think you will ever see to a game. No, I didn't say Adam. No, I ain't going to say that shit. Now, and the combat has never been better. I love what they did with the Vigors, or this game's plasmids.
Yeah.
And the ending. This game will fuck with your head for a while.
Mm-hmm.
It's a massive. It's not. I want to say it's a massive clusterfuck, but it's a mad scientist genius clusterfuck.
It absolutely is.
So that, and by the way, what's the name of the guy who played Booker DeWitt in this game?
Troy Baker.
Troy Baker. I love Troy Baker. You're a fucking gem, my friend.
Troy Baker's one of the best.
He's all right.
You be quiet.
And you can see a lot of like things in similar with the original BioShock. Like, okay, I can see how this is like in reference to the Big Daddy and so on and so forth. I don't want to spoil it too much if you haven't played, even though this came out 7 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Love BioShock Infinite, my number 8.
Mr. Gabia. Hi, Boo Boo.
All right, number 8. All right, number 8 for all the gentlemen out there and ladies, if there is any watching, but there is. Hi, Lucas. So, ladies and gentlemen, my number 8 is a game that is it's pretty dark. This game is dark, but it goes a long way with its gameplay, its story, and it really sums up a lot of things that you got from night to going into the city. Number 8 is Batman Arkham City.
Nicely done.
this game now, my memory is a little hazy in terms of the actual story alone, but I remember a few things because it's been fucking about 6, 5, give it 4 years.
It came out in 2011.
Mm-hmm.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18, 19.
I thought I was bad with math.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's 10 years already. Is it?
Batman Arkham City came out 2011. That's 9 years ago.
Yeah, 9 years ago.
So I was right. It's been about maybe 4 or 5 years since I played it. I can't fucking recall. But here's what I do remember about this game and what I know for a fact. The visual presentation is ominous. It is dark. It is sinister in a very good way. And this game goes so much of a far way going on between a beloved rivalry that you folks know and love and seeing so much destruction, so much chaos that unfolds, and everything that Batman is trying to prevent, cause, and hopefully save goes a long way. And the way that this game ends alone is something that's just incredible. The game is a journey. You see some familiar characters that you love. You see some new characters. You see a lot of new things, old things, and it stays true to exactly who Batman is, especially with his rivalry against the old foe of the Joker.
Calendar Man.
So that's the best way I can describe for Batman Arkham City. All I know is that it was a phenomenal game when I played. It was a journey. The story was incredible. I loved it.
And the ending. Let me tell you about the ending of Arkham City. And I don't want to spoil because Owen hasn't played it. The game had fucking balls.
Oh, it does.
For what happens, and everyone was just like, "Whoa, what?"
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. All I gotta say is, Tyler Ghoul, call me.
Oh, God's sakes. All right, so my number 8 spot, I love this franchise to death. It's one, if you ask me, this, besides the God of War franchise, is the best thing to happen to PlayStation. I love the Uncharted franchise to with all my heart. Number 8 is Uncharted 4. Romy, I'm surprised you haven't played this game yet, because you have it now.
Yeah?
So play the fucking game. Anyway, yes, I love Doom Eternal, but stop playing Doom Eternal and play Uncharted 4 now.
Season 3 came out with a bunch of Event XP exclusives you can get.
Have you beaten Doom Eternal? Have you beaten Uncharted 4?
Have I beaten Doom Eternal? Look who you're talking to.
I got an idea. If you don't play Uncharted 4 yet, I'm gonna start spoiling it little by little.
You better not. You
Oh!
spoil it, you son of a bitch. No.
Gary's got you right there.
Okay. I'll top you one even better. You spoil anything from Uncharted 4 to me, we will not be playing Doom online co-op.
Really?
Oh, shit.
Good.
Come on, you little bastard. You can't bullshit me.
Play the game.
Anyways, so Uncharted 4, I did not expect for them to continue on with Nathan Drake's story at all, but Uncharted 4 was not only the best way they could continue it without making it... The best way I can describe Uncharted 4 is just essentially the Toy Story 4 of Uncharted. That's the best way I can describe it.
Toy Story 4.
Mm-hmm.
Love it to death.
Uncharted, I mean, and by the way, it's directed by it's made by the people that made The Last of Us. Not just Naughty Dog, but the creative team of The Last of Us.
Look, you be fucking quiet, as you were.
But anyways, yes. The gameplay of this game is absolutely with the grappling hook mechanic is. You've seen that in gameplay stuff, Drum. So I'm not spoiling that.
Oh yeah, I've seen a lot of gameplay of it, and I didn't think they were able to top the chase sequence from Uncharted 3 when you're on horseback.
Oh, they did.
Oh, they did with this one. I was just like, whoa.
Now, I will say this. I think Uncharted 2 is the best Uncharted game. Uncharted 4, though, is damn close for me to topping Uncharted 2. The story of the storyline, and plus one of the most bittersweet endings I have ever seen, Gary, to which I know you can agree with me on that.
Oh, what the fuck is this?
Mr. Monkey Ass is in the
Get the fuck out of here. Bullshit, Mr. Monkey Ass. Fuck out of here.
Oh my god.
And it includes Nolan North and Troy Baker, two gaming acting gods.
It absolutely does.
And Luke Nukem, shut the fuck up.
I every time I played Uncharted 4 with the ending, I'm gonna say this, I cry every time. Yes, god damn it. I cry, I have a blast with it, and though I don't understand how people can hate it, so there's that.
I don't know.
Yeah,
but the best game of the year went to Overwatch.
I will never understand that.
I don't get it either.
If I rant about Overwatch, people are gonna get on my ass again and become sensitive. So there you go.
But anyways, for how this game is able to continue on the story of Nathan Drake and end it on the most perfect note possible, hats off to Naughty Dog right there. And the strange thing is they've even said, even Nolan Northens has asked, hey, is there any chance of Uncharted 5? And he said no.
No.
There's no way to do it. Credit.
Technically, there is an Uncharted 5 to a minor detail. It's
Lost Legacy.
Lost Legacy. Oh, and by the way, Gary, there's 6.
I don't care.
I'm sorry. I had that was great.
Get him out of here. Bye.
The Big Dipper and the North Star.
Oh, for God's sake.
Austin cried at the end of Flappy Birds.
I did in a way. But yeah,
I hate that game.
Uncharted 4 may not be personally my favorite Uncharted game, but as a way to end the story of Nathan Drake, perfection. My number 8.
You know what? I think another game came out in 2016, and it was my game of the year.
Fuck Overwatch.
My number 7 is Doom 2016.
Oh, okay.
Doom 2016 was something that id Software needed, and they went through developmental hell to get this game made. Fuck Mass Effect 3. I know, because of the ending.
Yeah, Mass Effect 3. Ugh.
Because originally Doom 2016 looked like it was going to come off as a Call of Duty game, and they got rid of it, and they started from scratch. And this is everything you could ever want in a Doom. It's not a reboot. It's actually a continuation.
It is.
And Doom Eternal confirmed that. And everything you loved about the game is just better. And Doom Eternal came out in 2020, so I cannot say that. But Doom
I would still put it in my top 10 if that was a 2019 game, Doom Eternal.
But Doom 2016, I love everything about it. It was a great return for id Software, and I love the snap map. I wish they would include that in fucking
Eternal, yeah.
Dude, Snap Map 2.0 for Doom Eternal. Why did they not? Can you imagine? The possibility is just, it's limitless. So that's my number 7, Doom 26. And thanks to Austin, my boy, for helping me get in the platinum, because I could not find a multiplayer lobby anywhere.
And in return, you helped me get the platinum as well. So thank you.
That's exactly how it is. I don't get no fucking up in a platinum. I see how it is. Leaving me in the goddamn rainstorm, getting all wet instead of giving me an umbrella. Or better yet, leaving me in the dry-ass desert, not giving me at least...
I live in the desert, thank you.
Canteen.
Is someone jealous?
Not even bother sharing your food when people need it the most. Or better yet, not even bother giving me a goddamn massage when my back is hurting. I see how it is. Leaving me in the...
I have told you plenty of times I would do so. Now that shuts him up.
I think I broke my tray table.
When do you not break things, Gary?
I break shit all the time.
I know I was about to say it, but Gary, you're number 7, my good sir.
Okay. Number 7. Okay.
Ooh, that was a good one, boo-boo.
Number 7. This is a game that you gentlemen haven't mentioned, but this is something that really hits close to home with me.
Well, who knows? Who knows?
I'm going to mention movies for 1 second because it's going to add an effect with this particular game.
Anyways, yeah.
In the world of movies, my favorite genres are
horror.
Horror.
Because you are horror.
I thought you said horror for a second.
I love horror, westerns, animation.
Giddy up, cowboy.
Horror, westerns, animation,
mystery,
mixed martial arts, and mafia.
Mixed martial arts, MMA.
Asian mixed martial arts, samurais, warriors, ninjas, swords, katanas.
Swords.
Sword!
The Qing Dynasty, BC, China years, Japan.
Hey, Gary, say Kung Fu Hustle.
Kung Fu Hustle.
Oh, not too bad. Okay.
It's kung fu fighting.
Anyways, those are my favorite genres of movies. But in terms of the mobster ones, mobster would probably be my number 3 or number 2.
Ooh, okay, I see where this is going.
Now, when it comes to mobster, I love learning about the life. I love learning about the style. I love learning about some of the baddest of the bad gangsters that really hit. By the way, folks, a gangster dresses nicely, has nice hair, respects women, loves their mother, and most of all, knows how to get the job done. How's that play into anything? I don't know. New Jack's an original gangster, but that's
New Jack.
So, getting this whole factor, Vito Scaletta. He was arrested because him and his buddy Joe were robbing a bank. So Vito ends up joining the army to avoid jail time. After he became a vet, he later returned home to Empire Bay, see his mother, his sister, his good friend Joe Barbaro. Joe Barbaro. And the thing is, Vito ends up joining the mafia. Not only does he join the mafia to learn about the lifestyle, but to kill certain people, to gather revenge. So in a way, this game shows you a long way of what the mobster life is all about and exactly what you do to business. Not only get in, but how exactly do you do it. So this game alone really hits home. It's a third-person shooter. Now, this story alone...
What's this game called, Gary?
Yeah, I was about to say, you haven't mentioned the game.
Mafia 2.
There you go. By the way, they're remastering the Mafia games.
Yeah, they are.
They look, dude, the remasters look amazing. And they're, by the way, supposedly it's coming out in August. So there you go, Gary.
I'm very happy about that because the Mafia games really hits home with me. The first one is great. The second one, folks, now, I played this game multiple times now. There are certain sections of the game where it does get a little difficult, but that's the point of it. This game has an amazing balance. The story alone is something really incredible, something fresh after what transpired in the first events. This was something new, something fresh. The gameplay mechanics. Now, when it comes to being a third-person shooter alone and having those type of mechanics, whether if it's a cover system, it works beautifully. It gives you a nice selection of basic weapons that goes a long way with amazing power and does some really good damage to the enemies that you are going off against. You pick up these different varieties of weapons. They help you along the way. You learn a lot of different amazing technical strategies with your playing. Also, the accuracy for the game, if you're trying to get headshots or like in the leg, arm, or whatever, the accuracy is just incredible. Great stuff. Now, the story alone, this shit, goddamn, man. This is something that just transitions from one action to another. And just this whole timeline, the sequence of events that goes throughout this game is just something incredible. Whether if it's for revenge, a deal gone wrong, snitching, a traitor.
Snitches get stitches.
Yeah, you name it. This game really goes into a lot of specific details. And I do agree, Mafia 3 was a disappointment.
Yeah, I didn't even bother. I mean, I played a little bit of it and I thought, yeah.
I have too. Mafia 3, I didn't care for it that much.
Mafia 3 was a huge disappointment. But Mafia 2, though, is obviously, to me, the superior standard of excellence and execution. There's a big fucking sentence! Holy shit! Big sentence!
Usually you're known for big words, but big sentences?
Like that's new.
Big ass sentence. I'm proud of myself for that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like, this
I can just imagine Big Vito. Sentence, yep, I serve a time or two. Yeah, Big Vito, yeah, he smacked the shit out of me.
Speaking of Big Vito,
Big Vito.
All right, so Gary, is that your number 7?
Yeah, this game really does hit home a lot.
All right.
You know what hit homes with me?
Okay, I lied. This list is subjective.
Oh boy, that's a different.
So it's not a fact, and that is a fact, in my opinion. I got that from Luke.
All right, so my number 7. I just want you all to know the sequel is coming out, and by the way, there better not be any fucking spoilers in the comments for this one. If so,
I'll watch. Oh, okay. You know what? I'm gonna join you because your number 7 is my number 6.
So my number 7 for the best games of the past decade, I'm just gonna say right now, it is The Last of Us.
That's my number 6.
That should be top 5 material.
Be quiet.
There's only one reason why it's not in my top 5. I don't think this is a high replayable game. That's the only reason why.
That's the only reason why it's not higher.
And the multiplayer isn't the greatest.
Shut up, Gary.
But no, Last of Us. I mean,
Ding dong.
I think that Uncharted 2 is Naughty Dog's magnum opus. This is their close second, if you ask me.
Well, here's the thing. It's not like
it's not Uncharted. It's not.
It's like how in Uncharted 2 or 3, you know how you run up and you go and you just break their necks right away. Not in The Last of Us.
No.
You're literally strangled the sun. It's a tale of struggle, survival, and just heart. All three of those put together.
The only reason why I don't find Last of Us much replayable is because it is a depressing game. It's a very depressing game.
When you have I keep forgetting. I'm bad with names. I'm sorry.
The daughter.
No, it's like at the beginning, and they're together, and he picks her up, puts her to bed. Oh, fuck!
There are 3 specific points in the game that just that crush me every time I play it. I mean, there's a part, Gary, I know to which Gary and I will be doing a review before part 2 comes out, but it's the part that involves Sam and Henry halfway through, Gary.
I think I know what you're talking about. It's been so many years. Mary, this is also a game that came out earlier this decade, 2013.
It did. And the remastered on PS4 is even better.
I have it. I need to play it again because, yeah.
But it's to say the least that it's one of the best written storylines ever in a video game. The characters are so well written, with Ellie and Joel being one of the best duos in games.
The game is it's fucking brutal. It's like and the AI, I couldn't believe how smart the AI is.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if you run out of bullets, they're like, I know what that sound is, and they'll come charging at you. And sometimes Ellie will help you, and the way you take out certain people is just fucking brutal. But it's like it's a tale of survival of the fittest in a post-apocalyptic, surreal world.
And Neil Druckmann himself said that, you know what, the violence might be brutal, but we want people to understand that this is a brutal cycle of violence that goes on. It's like, hey, and I hope The Last of Us Part 2 continues that. I really do hope so. But Smart, we won't get into that stuff because I've heard of the unique mansion style that goes on there. But anyways, no, from the gameplay, the art style, the soundtrack, oh my god. And not to mention how this game essentially takes of what could probably happen with a zombie apocalypse. It's a possibility that this could happen, but will it probably ever happen? Nope, but it's impossible. Yes, it is. But how would they do it?
I'm gonna piss off Austin right here.
Mm-hmm. Oh God.
And by the way, Austin, The Last of Us did it first, and it did it so much better than Hereditary by making clicking noises like Gary. I went there, motherfucker.
I thought that was funny.
Yes.
But no, yeah, Last of Us. The original Last of Us is just
it's masterful.
It's one of those games that I consider art.
Yep.
It's a work of art, to say the least. I've been it twice now. I'll probably play a little bit to record some stuff for the review that Gary and I will be doing soon. But it's a masterpiece of a game. Enough said. It's one of my 10 out of 10 games. Actually no. It's one of my rare 11 out of 10 games.
I couldn't give it 11 out of 10 because it's, like I said, the multiplayer, and it's not really high replay value, but phenomenal in every way. Mr. Gabber, you're number 6.
Number 7.
No, Austin.
Oh wait, sorry, my bad.
Austin.
Number six. Gary, go ahead.
Don't say it 3 times. He might come behind you.
I got Doom guy with me. I got the Doomslayer as right over here. Okay, 6, Gary.
Yeah, I got Doomslayer too.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Wait, hey Gary, where's mine? You said you were gonna give me one.
Yeah, but you're being a fucking meanie to me.
I was.
Yeah.
I was having too much fun.
Yeah, you're being mean to me. You know what? Since I got this, I might as well talk about it. Speaking of Doom, my number 6 is Doom 2016.
Oh.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, when I heard the whole idea that Doom was coming back to the whole entire world of population of gaming, that Bethesda was going to create something, a
Well,
continuation.
it wasn't Bethesda. They were. What's the right word to say it? They're like producers in a way. It was id Software who made
id Software. Thank you very much.
id ID.
All right, but anyways, ladies and gentlemen, here's what I can say about 2016. This game was a breath of fresh air. This game was a breath of fresh air, bringing you the memories, the memoirs of exactly what Doom alone is and what first-person shooters should always and have and will be alone. Exactly staying true to what it is about. What a lot of new enemies, a lot of old enemies, a lot of new weapons that you've never seen before, some old weapons, and the mechanics of this. It's very easy to adapt. It's very easy to learn. And the thing is, the way that there's certain puzzles, certain particular patterns, and certain timing effects that you have to do in this game is absolutely exquisite to a really petite charm. I did it again.
Yay!
I did it again.
You did it again, Boo Boo.
I think id Software also did Rage, but it was different people.
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, continuing on with this game now, the bosses, when you face the Spider Mastermind, the Cyber Demon, are the bosses hard? Yes. But the thing is, they have a learning pattern that adapts really quick, easy to learn.
They're not too bad.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you know what to do during those battles, you'll be fine.
It may be difficult, but once you learn them, that's the see. The thing is about this game is that it does bring you in a way to where you learn the swing of things really easy and you get the hang of. Now, playing this on ultra violence,
it's actually okay. It's not that bad. I can't do it on Nightmare mode. Nightmare mode is so fucking brutal because they do enough damage in ultra violence. Nightmare mode, they do 90% more damage than they do in ultra violence.
Now, in terms of
that shit,
on Doom ultra violence, it's not really that bad playing on that difficulty. It is somewhat a little easy once you get the swing of things.
Once you're fully powered, it's almost like a breeze.
Oh god, yeah. Especially with the Gauss cannon. Oh my god.
The Gauss cannon, one of the most powerful weapons in the. And that's actually a weapon I
fucking broken.
That weapon alone was something else, but the Gauss cannon was something intriguing of a weapon. But in terms of that, my weapon was always a double barrel, just like in Doom Eternal.
That's the other problem with the game.
My main squeeze in Doom Eternal, but that's
because you're either going to be using one or two weapons in Doom 2016 through the campaign if you power them up all the way. The Gauss, the siege mode of the Gauss cannon.
That thing is broken to say the least.
Or the double barrel shotgun, especially when you power it up.
And with the rich get richer rune, oh my god, you're unstoppable with that thing.
Yeah. So the game is that's like one of the downsides, but not really in a bad way. The game is easy once you get the hang of it, but to say it's still fun. But what makes the game a lot? What the fuck?
What?
Holy shit balls!
What?
Oh my god!
What?
Oh.
Is he looking at a pretty Asian? I won't be surprised.
Maybe.
Okay, what did you see of Reiko Kobayakawa?
Oh, it's nothing to do with her or someone else.
Or Ryo Hamasaki, I think that's another one.
Yeah, but anyways, folks, this game all. But what you want to know what makes Doom fun, the 2016 one, a lot of fun. It's the campaign. The campaign is what makes the game fun. Different varieties of creativities of maps you can do, the way you can interact with your friends and shit. The way that you can go off, either you can face each other, do certain puzzles.
The snap map. The snap map was the other thing I loved.
Snap maps are absolutely incredible to play, and I think that, to me, for Doom 2016 is the only really physical. Folks, let me just say this. Once you play Doom Eternal, you won't go back to Doom 2016.
Oh, God, I haven't thought about going back to Doom 2016.
Well, in terms of campaign-wise, you won't, but I wish I had a fucking snap map.
For multiplayer, I do understand that.
Multiplayer is so limited right now.
But there is more coming. There is more coming from what they have said.
But yeah, that's all I can really say about Doom 2016. Fun, great game. Fun fucking game.
All right, so my number 6, I know Roman's going to be pissed. It's not higher. My number 6, Grand Theft Auto 5. Yes, I knew he would be mad. It's not my top 5.
I haven't played it yet, so I'm out of the loop.
How have you not played it?
I told you this multiple different occasions.
Here's what I think of your number 5 or your number 6 of Grand Theft Auto 5. That's what you get.
I'm sorry, I'm a different anyway,
What the
so
fuck? Someone's named Daddy Pig the fucking fat.
so number we're going over number 6, Tevye, not number 5. So Grand Theft Auto 5. Now, I'm not the biggest Grand Theft Auto fan, minus Vice City, San Andreas, and Grand Theft Auto 5. I was not a fan of Grand Theft Auto 4. I think it's one of the most overrated games.
Okay, here's the thing about Grand Theft Auto 4. Now, the single player campaign and the story is fucking brilliant.
The gameplay is just... Ugh.
And it's one of the only games that's not inspired by anything. I don't think it is.
That's surprising.
Because, Grand Theft Auto 3 was based off of Goodfellas and The Godfather. Vice City was Miami Vice, Carlitos Way, and Scarface.
Yeah, wasn't GTA 5 Boys in the Hood and a couple... Oh, no, that was San Andreas. That was
San Andreas was Boys in the Hood.
GTA 5 was Heat. I know that was one of the main inspirations.
No, that was the main one. Heat.
Which is one of my favorite movies of all time.
And that movie is incredible.
GTA 5, this... when I did my top 10 with Shane, this was lower on my list. You'll be quiet, sir. But after having now beaten it, this game arguably, I think, is the best Grand Theft Auto game. I think it is.
That one and San Andreas are.
San Andreas is phenomenal as well. This has one of the best lived-in worlds in a video game. Has some of the best AI ever video game. Like, the first time I played this game, I mean, GTA 4, one of the reasons why I hate it because the driving mechanics are god-awful.
Oh my god, the driving mechanics in GTA 4 were so fucking horrendous, especially with the bikes. And when you drive them in the rain, oh my god, it's like
terrible.
You're driving at a fucking ice rink.
And when you're driving a car, it feels like you're driving a fucking boat that could topple over any second.
GTA 5 changed that for the best.
With GTA 5, when you're driving, it feels like a driving game. That's how good it feels. The shooting mechanics are infinitely better. The heist missions are addicting as can be. The characters are Trevor being the best character in the game. If you ask me.
The 3 characters, and what makes GTA 5 the single player so good is unlike this other games, not one mission in the game is the same.
Yeah, not one mission is the same.
And this is a long campaign. It's like 30, 35 hours. And you can choose how you develop your own shit. And you can meet characters in the open world, some from previous games, and they can help you on your... I love GTA 5. I couldn't praise the game enough.
By the way, on PC... It's fucking incredible. That's why I said it's one of the best lived-in worlds, one of the most fully realized worlds in the video game, to say the least.
Wait, flying isn't fun? Bullshit.
Flying is so much fun.
That was the problem with GTA 4. All they had was helicopters.
Yeah.
GTA 5, they have tons of shit, and you can fly a Harrier.
Oh, and by the way, flying in first person is amazing, to say the least. It's amazing. It really...
Okay, Gary, what the fuck was that?
Gary?
Why did you ask fucking Mickey for him?
He's not even in the chat, dude!
I just looked at my messenger. He just sent me something about a few minutes ago.
Oh.
You know him and his... fucking doing that bullshit and...
Austin, there he is. There's Psycho Mike. Hey, Mickey, you're so fine.
Oh my god.
Just had to send me his, goddamn facial mannerism,
Man, Psycho Mike is fucking funny, man. He's so. You want to talk about someone who's underrated?
No kidding.
He looks like he just busted a nut.
Oh, and by the way, okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna steal something that Super Mario Fan 03 said in a post because it's true. When it comes to GTA 5 and a particular option, pick option C.
I agree.
There you go.
And also when it comes to a particular heist, go with round. I think it's option 2. I think it is.
Okay, Actually, I'm gonna wait.
Yeah, you wait for that. But let me just say this.
No, I'm gonna wait till it's my turn to talk about.
But
GTA.
I'm just gonna say this: this particular heist, if you do it in a certain way, it's almost just like Heat. It's amazing.
Is it towards the end?
Yes, sir.
It's okay. Okay.
Save it for the end. Save it for when you
It's
get
the
to yours.
final heist, and if you thought the 3-leaf clover in GTA 4 was crazy, that ain't shit compared to the second option in GTA 5.
Like I said, it feels like you're playing the movie. It feels like you're playing the game version of Heat. That's how good
It is. Well, that's how GTA 4, the 3-leaf clover, that was based off Heat, and that's where they got the inspiration to do GTA 5.
But anyways, I don't want to continue rambling because we're getting to the top 5 now. But yeah, it's my number 6, GTA 5. It makes me want to continue playing it just talking about it right now. But yeah, number 5. Oh yeah, by the way, if you haven't played GTA 5, what the fuck are you doing? Play it, Gary.
I bought it. Okay, I bought it opening day.
Let me show you something.
Yes, sir.
Let me show you. Let me show you my list.
I know you have your copy, Gary. Play
Hey,
it.
Gary, what are you doing? Come on, Solid Snake.
You know, I am gonna have to show you my list of how I got my games right now in terms of what my order is. Okay, first off,
Blowjob's a hell of a habit.
I'm playing this first. I'm completing this. I'm
I
almost
got it
done.
digitally.
Okay.
So.
Then I'm gonna complete the DLC.
Great DLC. Left Behind. Great DLC.
Then I'm playing this.
Okay.
I played in that game.
Yeah.
What haven't you planned at this point?
I only got 36.
That's still a lot.
You want a fucking cookie about it?
I'd like a snickerdoodle cookie.
In other words, I'm playing this.
Not
is that
GTA 5. How
Is that
dare you?
Persona 5? There you go.
See, there you go. That's my list of games that I got in order. I'm gonna keep busy during this whole, nonsense and all the other and all that crap.
My number 5.
Yes, sir. Top 5.
Okay. It's funny because all of them, except for one, came out within like the first couple years of the decade, like most of my list. Here we go. My number 5, to me, this is the best RPG of the decade. Mass Effect 2.
Ooh, that's a tad bit higher on my end.
Mass Effect 2 took everything. It's kind of like Super Mario Galaxy 2. It took everything you knew about Whoa.
A little bit of feedback.
Everything about
There we
Mass
go.
Effect 1 and made it better in every way, shape, and form. The story is phenomenal. The strategic to approaching is just sublime. The visuals is beautiful. I'm chubby because I like food. You make Mass Effect 2. I know, Tiv, yeah. You met Mass Effect 2. And Commander Shepard and Miranda Lawson. All I got to say is this. Rule 34.
Oh, for God's sakes. Okay.
Wait, did you just say room 24?
Don't go into room 2. What's that room from The Shining?
237.
Don't go into room 237. Yeah, she may look like a hot babe until, don't touch me. I think Mass Effect 2 should get a remastered.
If they remastered that trilogy, I'd be so happy.
This is another game I played on my buddy's 360.
Yes, I played on 360 as well. I loved every minute.
But I played it on a buddy. Wait, take a shot. How many times? Oh, this is the word suicide mission. It's kind of true.
Oh my God.
And what I love about the game is that it carries over your progress to Mass Effect 3.
It does.
And we're not going to talk about the ending, how it fucks everything over. But
Yeah.
Mass Effect 2, if you want like great sci-fi exploration and RPG elements with amazing characters, awesome story, beautiful scenery, and just it's probably arguably the best sci-fi game to come out in a long time.
I can see that.
So that's my number 5, Mass Effect 2.
Gary Bear,
Huh?
number 5, and get off the game too.
What are you doing? Get out the damn game!
It's a good game, though.
I know, but
Shut
still.
up, my game, motherfucker! Turn it
As
off!
did I.
Do I like pizza? I like local homemade. I don't
He
like
likes to burn it.
bullshit. All right, number 5. I think everybody's gonna like my top 5.
Okay.
Yeah, same here.
Okay, my number 5. You folks know now I am in love with Uncharted. It is a series that I absolutely love. so goddamn much. It is some of the greatest gameplay that I've ever experienced, whether it's storytelling, the actual in-game itself, different selections and varieties and sneaky ass ways you can kill. The
Right.
shootouts is just something absolutely mind-blowing. And some of the sequences alone, each one has their own particular section where it just leaves you in a high-speed chase, whether it's driving or with cars, trains, shooting down planes and automobiles and all this other nonsense.
Yeah, sounds like a.
This game alone, it can give you anxiety to a minor extent. But let me talk about a game that just really hit the head on the mark.
Does it start John Candy?
Also, Gary, I want to ask you a question. How many Uncharted games are there again? Big Psychopath said that in the chat. That's why he said that.
Oh my god, Psycho Mike! I made the joke earlier.
I'm just doing it again for the Gary's mad. Okay, I'm sorry.
Anyways, I want to talk specifically about this one, of how this became not only my best, but my favorite one as well. This game contains so many amazing elements that paid tribute to so much in gaming alone, with shooting, stealth, puzzles,
Oh,
action.
the amount of movie references.
That's
Mhm.
that's one of them. But another one that really did it, that I absolutely loved so much, is its platforming pattern. The way you can get so creative with its platforming pattern is unbelievable. This game is just an action-packed, different variety of unique techniques that you can do, whether if it's a shootout or whether it's an action scene. You can do so many creative things that's just so relentlessly amazing.
Mm-hmm.
This game, the story alone, the way that you are traveling to find, well, yet another lost city while learning more about who Nathan Drake is, how about he grew his connection with Sullivan and how they became.
I love that prequel.
Same.
And how much their story alone was able to become such a connection, how they were able to become a legacy unit. Traveling through oceans, deserts, cities, you name it, no matter what it is, you do so many things in this game, and it just transcends from one thing to another, and you meet so many amazing characters. Fucking Charlie, dude. That motherfucker was funny as hell. Whoa, cutie don't like getting wet.
Oh, remember this one? He's like, whatever you do, don't let the spiders, don't let the spiders get on it. And he tries this like, really?
Fucking Charlie, dude, was funny as
Oh fuck, he was. Oh my god, some of the lines oh shit, they made a movie reference where Sully was about to put him out of his misery, and he made the oh shit, what was that name of that book that went to a movie?
I forgot, to be honest.
God damn it!
Of a book that narrows it down.
It had Gary Sinise and John Malkovich.
Don't know.
Oh my god, what am I fucking? Oh, go ahead, Gary. Shit.
Gary.
Okay. This game, folks, just let so many things now. There's nothing personal against Uncharted 2 or 4, but 3 is that game that really hit a significant impact with different varieties of things. Not only what I expect and look for in gaming alone, in terms of like third-person shooting specifically, but this game really hit the mark and really brought out the word variety in such a most impactful way.
And with Uncharted 3, I will say this about Uncharted 3. It has the best puzzles.
I do agree with that.
And it has the best audio. Because the guns in 2 kind of sound weak. The guns in 3 has some punch to it.
Guns are amazing. I love the sound effects. I love how realistic they sound. I love how they gave a little bit more oomph into their sounds.
I will give this about Uncharted 2. I think Uncharted 2 had the best gunfights of the 3.
I agree.
But in terms of gameplay, this one for me did it.
I think Uncharted 2 has the best gameplay.
Uncharted 3 was one of the best experiences I've ever had.
This game was an experience. It really is. All 4 of them are experiences, but this one for me is just
sublime. Mr. Osty Boo, you're number 5.
My number 5. I love this company, even though I know Romy can't really stand these guys at all. It's From Software. this was a game that I really didn't have interest in buying until Shane told me, dude, knowing you will pour so many hours into this, and he was right. My number 5, Bloodborne.
The reason why I don't play these games because I fucking hate no, not A24. The reason why, okay, that was pretty funny. The reason why I don't like these company is because I hate in games how if you die, you start back from so far away and you'll lose everything. I fucking hate that mechanic.
The difficulty in Bloodborne is very hard, but Sekiro, if you thought that Bloodborne was hard, holy shit, Sekiro is like to a whole nother level of difficult. But then
That's
again,
why-
it's because of the combat, that's why.
That's because I told you, I don't mind a challenge. Remember, I beat some of the hardest games of all time.
Oh yeah, easily. And by the way, I've beaten Bloodborne at least 4 or 5 times. So, and I'm still on the Old Hunters DLC. God damn, that like takes it up to another level in terms of difficulty as well.
How hard is it compared to Dark Souls 3's DLC?
I haven't played Dark Souls 3's DLC, so I can't
man.
say. But how this game combines the H.P. Lovecraft essentially style of visuals with this horror-themed landscape, which, I mean, they even say in the game, welcome to your nightmares. I think that's the...
What was it, Alice Cooper?
Might as well be at that point. The monster design is absolutely amazing. The music in this game, oh my god. This is one of my favorite soundtracks I have ever heard in a video game. There's a particular part into which you go into... I can't remember what the land is called, but let me just say this, the track I'm thinking, it sounds something that you hear in a satanic temple. That's how scary it is. Well, even though I can't confirm that stuff.
Satanic temple? That's the music they should put whenever Gary goes on the toilet.
No, actually, there is satanic music you do. In Doom Eternal,
Karen took.
That's Gary when the toilet's like, no!
Oh my god.
Fucking music from Doom Eternal there. That is that's the track they should play when I'm on the toilet right there.
The Super Gordon track easily should be played when you're doing that stuff. But the gameplay of Bloodborne is so addicting, and I remember, actually, quick story, one time when I was playing the game, it was thundering really bad outside, and the power went off. No worries, the power went off for like a couple of seconds. It came back, all my memory was gone from Bloodborne, so I had to start from scratch. And I was like, no, and then Shane said, okay, well, here's the thing, dude. Just play, your experience will aid you, and he was right because I ended up knocking creatures left and right. It's the gameplay is addicting as can be. I've just put I put in at least over 150 hours into Bloodborne. I love it so much. I want them to make a Bloodborne 2 badly. They've made 3 Dark Souls games. Why not another Bloodborne game? At that point, what the hell are you doing, Gary?
Nothing.
What are you doing? Nothing. 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 Hey Gary, I know something that will make you go up.
No.
Yeah. Okay, that's enough. Okay. Anyway, so Bloodborne, if you ask me, I think it's the second best PS4 exclusive. It's one of the best action adventure games out there. Have some of the best boss battles I've ever played in the game, especially Father Gascoigne. But his music, I
loved him in Beauty and the Beast, Gaston.
Someone was gonna make that reference at some point, but no, yeah. I love Bloodborne so much. From Software is a company that makes difficult games. Do not get me wrong, but it's a type of game that when you complete a certain section, you feel like an absolute badass by that point. And yes, the checkpoint systems are difficult.
I fucking hate the checkpoint system in the game.
But just keep pressing on, and it'll be worth it in the end. My number 5, Bloodborne. Love that game so much.
Ibarra Bros, that reminds me. I saw like partially in my eye. I looked. I'm like, what the fuck? And this is what it reminds me of the Blue Eagle. He's like, he's just like, you're all weirdos.
Oh, we're all weird. No, yeah, we're all weirdos.
Okay.
Number 4.
My number 4.
Oh, no, 5.
First of all,
I'm number 5. We're number 5. My bad.
okay, my number 4. Okay, first of all, hey, see ya, Koger. Fuck off. You blow my nuts. You snibble on my scrotum because this is the game that should have won Game of the fucking Year.
Mm-hmm.
Sam, I think it's Sam the Blue Eagle. Yeah, this should have won Game of the Year. Why? It is the greatest licensed video game of all time.
Gotcha.
And it's a game I platinum.
Jesus Christ.
However,
how many times are you going to
this
mention
game-
that?
you know how hard it is to platinum this game? Wait. No, you blow my nuts! Hold on a second. See you, Koger.
Hey, Stick of Truth is a great game, by the way.
Okay, no, Skyrim is light years better. Yeah! When you're not running into a glitch.
Dude, as much as I love that game, there's a lot of bugs in Skyrim.
My number 4 is Batman Arkham City.
Man, great game.
This game... No, I blow your nuts. Well, you gotta grow some first. Now I can see why Austin was bullied. What?
I was a weirdo. I'll admit it.
I did. I was bullied at first, and you know what happened? I hit the weights, and they didn't lay a fucking hand on me again because they know I would fuck them up.
Because you essentially saw you as the Doom guy because you know you could fuck them up, essentially.
Okay, Batman Arkham City. I love this game. I love everything about this game. It's 5 times bigger than Arkham Asylum.
Mm-hmm.
The problem with Arkham Asylum, my only problem with the game was the final boss. I thought he was weak.
I can agree with that.
This Arkham City took things to a whole different level. You have a huge, complex, but amazing, just driven plot, more boss battles, improved combat mechanics. The biggest... By the way, Romy decided to be a dickhead. My number. You see, Cougar, you prick. He goes, his number 4 is Uncharted 4 just to be a dickhead. Everything about the characters, and it's everything that you love about the comic book brought into a game. It's bigger, more variety. I couldn't play the game enough. It was just magnificent, and I love the arcade mode, especially with the combat challenges. I was ranked a lot of them in the hundreds, which is actually really good. Like almost all of them I was rated in the top 500, and many of the arcade ones. My highest combo I ever did was I think 135 hits.
Damn, boy.
Mm-hmm. I love everything about this game. I don't have a bad thing to say about it. And, oh yeah, once again, Batman the Animated Series, if you love that, you're going to fucking love this. So, yeah, Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim, blow my nuts. This was the game of the fucking year.
Don't get us wrong. Skyrim, amazing game.
Oh, it's
still.
amazing.
Amazing game.
And I'll see it, Cougar. Oh, what has a higher rating? Oh, Batman Arkham City with a 96. Oh, it's
moving on.
Like, dude, see it, Cougar. He loves it when I lose.
Oh, I know. The pickle is pretty evident of that.
Oh, he said it was the greatest thing ever. So moving along, you're a meanie. I know.
All right, Mr. Gare Bear.
That is my number 4. Mr. Gare Bear, you're number 4.
Okay, number 4. Where do I begin with this one? Folks, I love the hell out of this game. I worship it. God, I've worshipped it multiple times. I went back to play it for a reason. Not just for a review, but for the experience of getting back into exactly what made this game memorable. For all the right reasons. For its story, its clever gameplay mechanics with its stealth that you can do on all the attacks, different varieties of weapons, and the main thing in this game, the number one thing throughout this game that is going to be your best friend is crafting. Crafting is your best friend in this game, and it helps you out throughout each journey, whether if you don't want to bring out your weapons just to but if you want to use bombs, if you want to use smoke grenades, if you want to use your bow and arrow, if you want to use specific traps and such, just to take the enemies out and such, you can use crafting literally throughout the whole game. I wonder if there. I don't know if it's true, but I wonder if there is a trophy where you just do only crafting.
I don't know.
I don't know, but the thing is, folks, crafting is your number one thing that is going to be your best friend. It will help you out significantly throughout your playthrough. Now, my best advice when you play The Last of Us, my advice for you all is always, always, always explore every single area that you go through.
Yes.
Say what?
By the way, again, no spoilers in the chat.
Oh yeah, I'll watch it. And by the way,
I need to reiterate that. Seriously, I
Gary.
need to.
One thing I love about Arkham City is the fucking inmates. Like whenever you scare the crap out of the inmates and you like hide, you're like, yeah, that's what I thought, Batman. You see again, I'm gonna kick the living crap out of you. They sound like the 40s tough guy. He's like, hey, Batman, might call you Chicken Man. It's fucking funny.
Chicken Man, Jesus.
But yes, folks, The Last of Us, this game, dude, it starts off sweet and innocent, but it just transactions to a whole world of depression as time progresses. Now, the thing is with this game, there are 3 sequences that just leave you in crippling depression in terms of absolute emotions. The one that got me was the 3rd act. I'm not going to go into detail because I want to save it for the review. But other than that, folks, this game, it is one of the greatest games that's ever hit the stores. It's one of the most, to me, I'm going to consider it to be a modern-day classic. It is a masterpiece.
Oh,
this game is just something that everyone needs to experience and needs to play. This game really does hit the mark. I love The Last of Us. I fucking love it.
It's a phenomenal game to say
It
the
is.
least.
It's, you know what? It's kind of like with Uncharted 2 and 3 when I got the remaster that was free, and I was like playing. I was just like, wait, I don't remember this because there's a lot of things I don't remember.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Gary, look in the chat. Look who's there. Soggy bottoms.
You're trying to hold your laugh in for that stupid silliness.
Goddamn right, because it's hilarious.
Does it look like I'm laughing? No.
By the way, Gary, when it comes to The Last of Us, there is one particular part I mentioned to you. I was halfway through the game. I forgot that part of it. It involves Joel. Enough said. I forgot it even happened.
That part, as soon as I saw it, it was a big shocker. But the thing is, you already knew in the end of what was going to transpire. But in the game is that how it was going to transpire.
Yes, I agree. All right, so my number 4 for me, Mass Effect 2. Man, Mass Effect 2.
So good.
Okay, the trilogy itself, Mass Effect 1, very good game. Very good.
Really good game. Mass Effect 2.
2, dude.
It's a masterpiece. Yeah, look, no,
say the least. Yeah.
And it was my number 2 best game of the year. However,
did it come out in 2011?
2010.
Oh, 2000. My number 1 of test. I know.
People really want me to say that stupid word?
What?
No.
I don't want to say it.
No, you don't have to say it.
Say cinnamon chocolate covered caramel butter balls. Oh, go ahead, Austin.
Okay, so with number 4, Mass Effect 2, like you mentioned this before, Romy, Mass Effect 2 takes every single thing that Mass Effect 1 did and improves upon every detail to perfection. And Mass Effect 3 was amazing. And then the ending, which we don't talk about.
By the way, I'm going to mention this. Even though I'm not a fan of Jeff Keighley, I applaud you for defending the game against that stupid fucking bitch who never even played the goddamn game to begin with, and she was talking trash about it because there was a lesbian sex scene, which actually plays a part in the story.
And by the way,
play the fucking game first, and then go on.
By the way, quick story about Mass Effect. So in my high school, they asked us to write a paper about something that can go to a book. I wrote mine on the controversy about Mass Effect, and it ended in this book, and saying, "Guys, please play the games before you judge."
She never even played the goddamn. I was like, "Gosh, she's a female." I forgot what her name was. And you know what's best? When she was publishing her book, all the user reviews were just hate for her bullshit. Yeah.
I think I've beaten Mass Effect 2 3 times. And I remember the first time I beat it, I lost almost all my crew members, and I was just like, no! But then Mass Effect 2, because I was binging for Mass Effect 3, I made sure to do every companion quest so that my team would stay alive. I made sure to do, because you become so attached. I mean, like with Grand Theft Auto 5, it has one of the best fully realized worlds ever in a video game. It has one of the best climaxes in the video game. With the suicide mission, take a shot, like you said, Luke. Some of the best music, the combat is even better, and the voice acting, the relationships with the characters. You grow. This is one of those games where you grow to love every single character in that game. Garrus was my favorite character, by the way, besides Miranda and Commander Shepard.
Garrus was awesome.
I loved Garrus so much, and when I saw that I accidentally didn't do his companion quest when he died in Mass Effect 2, I was like, I just stopped myself from crying. Yes, yes, I cried when Garrus died at first.
Okay, I don't want to get political or anything, but yes, this happened a long time ago, and Jeff Keighley was defending the game on Fox News. What a shocker. I'm trying to find what the hell that woman's name was, and she even admitted she never even played the fucking game.
Like, what was it? Like, even Jeff said, "Have you played the game?" And she was like, "No." And
she's like, "No."
And I'm just like, then why the hell are you here then? Why? But I love Mass Effect 2 so much. If they do rematch the trilogy, I will binge through the trilogy again.
God damn it, Tiffany. I was about to say that. She goes, did someone say climax? I was just about to say that too.
Oh, God. But yeah, Mass Effect 2, an absolute masterpiece.
So
if you ask me, I think it is the best science fiction game, period. I think it is the best one.
The best science, actually, that goes to Super Metroid.
I need to actually play Super Metroid. And I need to play Metroid Prime. No, actually, no. I played Super Metroid. I just did not beat it. I've not beaten it. Be quiet. But yeah, I love Mass Effect 2 to death. Amazing game. All right, so number 3.
My number 3. It obviously isn't the sequel because I think the game sucks. It's the first. It's actually technically it is a sequel.
It's a sequel in a way, yes, it is.
But it's not the sequel that came out 2 years ago, which I think is overrated as fuck. The original, however, wow, you want to talk about a game changer. Not only in the open world genre, but in the Western genre. My number 3 is Red Dead Redemption.
Hell fucking yes. All the story to tell when I get to that.
Used to play as John Marston, a man who was brought back in order to find his old gang. And why is... And no, it's not pretentious. And... Gary, what are you doing?
I talk like...
Nothing.
I'll be right back. Keep going, Romy. I'm just going to grab myself a drink. Be right back.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
There's a whole lot of... The only one who's going to be doing the ass fucking is me.
Right back.
No. That's considered rape.
Wait, hey, John, what did you think of that one moment particular? That one with John Marston? I don't want to spoil in the chat. What are you talking about? But yeah, John Marston, he's on a quest to find his former gang members, and there's a reason why behind it is because of these corporate federal marshals who it's against his own will if you play the story, and it embargo. Leah says, "Hey, Austin's got a nice butt."
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. And
flatter than a fucking pancake.
And
by
Red
the
Dead
way,
Redemption and
cherry vanilla, Romy.
Yeah. Oh, the final. Okay. The final moment. It's got one of the greatest endings I've ever seen in a video game.
God, Red Dead Redemption. I'll get into it.
Okay, the game came out 10 fucking years ago.
It's hard to believe it came out 10 years ago because it still looks amazing to this day.
Oh yeah, it used the what's that engine called that Rockstar?
The Rage engine.
The Rage engine.
Yeah.
Is John Marston the father of James Marston? The final mission where, if you don't know, the main protagonist dies. God. And when I first played it, I thought I was like, wait, is this... Hold on a second here.
What?
Hold on.
Oh, boy. I already know my top 3, so I don't have to keep my notes open. Okay. Did someone send you something? Yep, someone sent him something bad.
Thank God I went to the bathroom to piss. Otherwise, I would have to change my britches.
Keep going. Keep going.
So yeah, Joe Marks. When I first played it, I'm like, wait a minute. So I replayed the mission because I was just like, can I take all these guys out at once? You can't.
I tried it myself. Trust me. Both times I played it.
And you know what makes it so much when you play as the Sun and you do the hidden final mission, and you take out the final guy with the high power pistol, the same pistol he gave John Marston.
It's so gratifying. So gratifying.
So, everything about this game, I love. I love it so much. And the multiplayer, I completed everything there is in the multiplayer.
I can't believe you did. Seriously.
Golden guns, 5th prestige, level 50, everything. I completed it all. And I got, aside from 3 trophies, which are fucking impossible for me to get, I got all the trophies.
I still can't believe you platinumed the original Red Dead. Yes, you can get platinumed, you asshole.
Yes. Hold on. What are you doing?
Oh, God. Hey, Mom.
The fucking socks!
What else is not right?
I love Rome's mom, to say the least, guys.
What are you trying to tell me?
My head to my toes, look at me and tell me what is not right.
What's not right? Your fucking shoe?
My shoes.
Well, one's different than the other.
The loneliest number that you'll ever do.
I don't look at people's shoes. I'm sorry.
God,
Mom, I don't walk around with my head down looking at people's shoes like a fucking Nimrod.
what am I doing?
Wait, you accidentally put on the wrong pairs of shoes?
Oh my God.
How the fuck do you do that?
Mom,
Yeah,
lay
you know
off the
what?
be quiet. Lay off the Jaeger. Okay.
Anyways, as you were
So
saying,
that is
Roman.
my number 3, Red Dead Redemption. I completed everything there is to complete in the game, including the maximum amount of cash, which is $999,999, and I did all with hunting.
Jesus. I mean, hey, that'll do it for you. That'll do it.
Yeah, I just go up to the mountains and hunt and go to Mexico and sell it.
All right, Gare Bear, number
What?
3.
What about it? Okay, number 3, ladies.
Number 3, how many chromosomes you have?
No, that's Lucas.
Oh, sorry, that is Lucas.
I love you, Lucas.
Something important got to me.
And that is?
Gare Bear. Oh, Jesus. Come on, boo-boo.
Rory, say Red Dead 2 is overrated game of the decade. I agree.
I'm gonna send you gentlemen this.
All right.
Oh my God, what the fuck is this shit?
What
I'm
did you
waiting.
send us?
I'm waiting.
Yeah, I'm waiting as well. Where are you sending us? Oh, God. Okay.
Okay.
What the hell is that? Anyways.
Okay, my number 3. Folks, since you motherfuckers had this so goddamn low on your list, I had it in my top 3 because I think it deserves to be in the top 3. This game is something that is just an absolute... This game alone. You know the movie Inception?
Yes, sir.
The motherfucker who made this game probably watched Inception so goddamn much that he wanted to make his own Inception video game, and this surely was the game. We all know BioShock. It's an amazing trilogy, but the thing is, BioShock Infinite is a game that comes off as its own. It has a very simple story.
It does.
No, it doesn't. Simple story? No, it doesn't.
Well, I mean, I will say this way a little about BioShock. It feels like a standalone game in the BioShock universe, which I absolutely love.
I'm trying to explain that it's a simple story. You're going to interrupt me about it.
Let the boy continue.
Yeah, at least let me fucking...
Okay.
Goddamn butthole. Go find the
That's
hidden...
Mr. Butthole to you.
Hey, by the way, for everybody out there, for ones who basically doesn't know what to do during quarantine, I got an idea. Go find where the Hidden Valley Ranch is. That'll keep you busy for days. It's true.
That was funny.
Everybody wants to know where the Hidden Valley Ranch is. So, okay, want to do something during quarantine? Okay, go find the Hidden Valley Ranch. That'll keep you busy for days. It probably looks like the paradise that you see in that Promised Land painting, and whatnot. So, anyways, folks, speaking of Promised Land, that's exactly what the whole entire game looked like. Now, in gaming, when you play something, you want to when you start a game, you want to just sit there. And now for me, when I play a video game, I binge. I binge games. I like to sit there and binge and play for hours. And I did that with BioShock Infinite. I played 13 hours straight, completed it in one go, in between taking a shit. So,
Which I couldn't believe he did that in one go.
I was very satisfied, though. I'm going to get back to it sometime this summer because I want to try and get a couple trophies that I haven't been able to complete. Maybe try and platinum it, but it's an attempt. But folks, this particular game, if you end up doing this rare thing to where you do a particular, if you go to a particular thing, whether it's a story or in the game alone, and it ends up making you stop in the middle of it. Because the thing is, when I started playing BioShock Infinite, I wasn't even deep into the story. The simple, quote-unquote, basic plot where Booker T. Dwight is on his way to go.
DeWitt.
Booker T. Booker T.
Dwight.
Hulk Hogan, we're coming for you, ninja.
Oh my.
I'm gonna call him Booker T. So Booker T, the five-time.
Can you dig it?
Sucker. Sorry.
So anyway,
Sorry, Gary.
So Booker T, he is on his way to go rescue the beloved Elizabeth so he can pay off a debt. There's your simple story. But in reality, it's not as simple as you may think, because this game goes a long way, not just with story, but with gameplay. Now, when I started playing this, dude, I'm not making this up. First opening entrance sequence. You're in that little bubble. You shoot up the sky. You hear the little keyboard melody. You see the view of the city.
Mm-hmm.
Once you go down,
Columbia.
Once you go down this tunnel into the church and you hear that beautiful choir and you see that memorial, this is what I did. I was fucking sitting there listening and admiring that for 20 to half an hour.
And Gary, by the way, I did the exact same thing when I
kind of did in a way as well.
I'm just going to say this right now, and this is a God's honest fact. If there's a video game, whether it's in the beginning, if a video game ends up making you put down the controller for a half to a whole hour, you know you're going to be in for a real treat.
Yeah.
That's what this game did. Once it makes you put your controller down, you're in for a fucking treat. And that is God's honest fact that it's a rare experience to get.
You know what would have been better? If you had Hikaru Shida nude baptizing you.
Oh, for God's sakes. Someone was going to mention that at some point.
Except not dipping you
You
in the
made
water.
the boy upset now. You know, Gary, I apologize on behalf of this bald-headed fucker over here.
Oh, Gary.
You apologize. Gary, it's okay, boo-boo. It's okay.
Actually, you know what? Here's the thing about it wouldn't be any ages because of the time duration when it takes place and how it deals with.
Yeah.
It takes place in 1911. So, yeah.
All right,
okay,
so Gary,
Gary, I am sorry. She will come over and massage your butthole. Is that better?
It's never going to happen anyway.
Is that better?
It's never going to.
it's okay, boo-boo. It's okay. Gary, it's okay.
You still got Elizabeth, who's beautiful as all can be.
Oh, I love Elizabeth.
I'm saying right now that if you end up seeing a chick in general, no matter what she is, if she's brunette and has blue eyes, she's someone special.
Red. I think so.
Well, I'm just saying as a general observation that she's probably someone special if she's brunette, blue eyes. Because usually when it comes to blue eyes, and I mostly see blondes, but
And I love how they redid her in the DLC.
Yes.
they made her look absolutely incredible. And I'm not going to lie, Elizabeth's fucking adorable.
Oh, she is.
Oh, I think she's one of the most beautiful women in video game history.
But the thing is in this game is that the way you just start your journey, you rescue her, and you go from there. I can't really go into detail because this is one of the rules where I can't really explain because this is something everybody needs to play for themselves. From start to finish, you are in a journey. This game alone, if I had to make my own list in terms of, if I have to say one game for best visual effects, best visual presentation in games, I would put BioShock Infinite as my number one for best visual presentation.
Wow.
Dude, the visual effects in this game were just stunning.
There's no denying that the art direction still to this day holds
the art
up
direction is
beautifully.
beautiful.
I absolutely love it so much. This game, just like with The Last of Us, I didn't say it, but I'm going to say it. But technically, all the rest of my list is masterpieces. And I'm considering BioShock Infinite a masterpiece of a game, because it is. I love it. I absolutely love it, folks.
Okay, and BioShock Infinite, aside from 1999 mode, 1999 mode without spending a single dollar in the dollar because there's three types of vending machines. The dollar vending machines where you can, upgrade, not upgrade, where you can buy ammo and shit. There's another trophy. This trophy can go fuck itself. I think it's called Heartbreaker.
Something like that, yeah.
You have to kill a handyman by only hitting
It's hard, yeah.
its heart, and you're probably thinking, okay, here's the problem though. He's bouncing around non-fucking stop.
Bouncy, bouncy. Bouncy, bouncy.
Bouncy, bouncy. Bouncy, bouncy. Anyways, Romy.
This took me over an hour.
I imagine that was a pain in the ass, to say the least.
I did get it, and I have it on my Facebook. You're probably wondering, why didn't the trophy showed up? Because when you replay on Share Factory, the trophies don't show up for some reason. But I did get it, and it was a fucking pain in the ass. BioShock Infinite, like I said, love this game, and I still got to complete the DLCs, man. So.
All right, so my number 3, if you ask me, once again, like with Uncharted, this is my favorite Microsoft franchise. My number 3 to me is the best military shooter of all time, Gears of War 3.
But Austin, that's not true though. The best is Call of Duty.
Or
It's not as good as Medal of Honor.
That shit was too funny. Okay, so I love Gears of War so much. And actually, when I first got an Xbox 360, the original Gears of War, I think, was my third game that I got for the 360. And I could not put the original down. I love Gears 2 until the final boss.
I love Gears. Okay. Gears 2 was everything.
There we go. Oh, I'm playing Gears 2 right now. That's the best. That's the best, if you ask me.
The first Gears of War game, like I said, there were so many problems I had with the game. I wasn't a fan. Gears of War 2 was everything I ever wanted from Gears 1, except the final boss was...
Jesus Christ!
The final boss was it was just
Dude, even on Insane Mode, which, by the way, I beat all 3 games on Insane Mode, the final boss, you could... I beat that boss by only getting hit once, and I beat it still. It's fucking easy.
You died. Gears of War 3, the first major fucking boss.
It feels like a final boss.
It's like a AAA fucking boss for final boss for a AAA video game.
Dude,
and it was the first one.
Dude, every act in Gears of War 3 feels like you're going to the final rush. That's how good the game is.
What's also great is that the horde mode's even better, and
four-player
co-op in in the campaign or online mode. Incredible.
My favorite multiplayer map, I can't say one because I haven't played the multiplayer in Gears 3 in a while, but all I remember was that Gears 3 just, when it comes to military shooters, this to me not only has the best story I have ever played, besides Modern Warfare, the original Modern Warfare, but
I think the original Modern Warfare is the best.
I can see that. For Call of Duty, absolutely yes.
Because that changed everything, and then they did something as simple as copy and paste every year.
Yeah, the scene with Dom is one of the most heartbreaking scenes I have ever seen in a video game. And also fun little story for you guys. So this game came out in my senior year of high school. When everyone was going to prom, what did I do? I went to my buddy Cody's place and played Gears 3 on co-op all night. One of the best nights of my life.
You know, it's funny because in the first game, I called him Dom the Dumbass.
And Gears 2 and 3, his AI was so much better.
Oh my god, that's another thing that's so superior. Okay, Gears 2, there was one boss. Oh god, he was the absolute worst. I think I played this on not normal. I think it was hardcore. It's when you meet the queen, and then here comes this guy who's got like a double band.
Yeah, I know you're talking. And Gears 2,
motherfucker.
Dude, on insane mode, it's a pain in the ass. And Gears 3 on insane mode, the final boss, I think it took me like it took me an hour and a half to 2 hours to beat the final boss. It was fucking difficult. The music in Gears 3 is amazing, and I do wish that they ended the Gears franchise with 3 because I was not a fan of Gears 4.
They should have ended with 3. I don't know why they also. Gears 3 has arguably the best chapter when you are
Coltrane.
And you go in his past. You know, I believe his character is loosely based off of Pat Tillman.
Interesting.
If you don't know who Pat Tillman is, he was a former NFL player for the Arizona Cardinals, and he served his country, and he ended up passing away while he was overseas, unfortunately.
I was not a fan of Gears 4. Gears 5, however, if you're gonna make a sequel to a Gears game, that's how you do a sequel to a Gears game right there. I love Gears 3, so I've beaten Gears 3 God knows how many times. The Horde mode is, God, it's addicting as hell to say the least. It's just, to me, it is the best military shooter of all time. When I was playing Gears in high school, everyone else was playing Call of Duty, and you know what? I felt happy that I was the one that stood out amongst everybody else. So many great memories from Gears, and I met many friends on Xbox Live because of Gears of War. So yeah, a lot of memories from Gears of War. But yeah, Gears 3, Cliff Bleszinski, it's a damn shame he left the gaming industry because I would have loved to have seen it if he did continue Gears, but I am glad he left what he did. But anyways, yeah, Gears 3... God damn.
What about Halo? I think Gears of War 2 and 3 is better than Halo.
I agree. I think Gears is better than Halo.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it is better. But yeah, Gears 3, coincidentally, Gears 3, my number 3.
Belly button.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Number 2, Romy. Number 2.
Sphincter.
Oh, Jesus.
Jesus, Gary.
All right, number 2.
Teapot.
By the way, I'm going up against a Marauder and a Whiplash at the same time.
Oh, he's in level 10. He's in level 10.
Okay.
That section is brutal.
Romy.
Okay, yeah. My number 2 is Grand Theft Auto 5.
I thought that was your... Oh, I just said that was number 1, but I know what
This was my number 1 for a very, very long time. And now, just to tell you, this is the one game I have put in more... What the fuck, Gary? This is the game I've put in more hours than any other game, I believe, in my life.
Oh, that's a lie.
Shut up. Oh, Harry asshole. How are you?
Lie. San Andreas.
Shut the fuck up. Now, when I had it for the PS3, now I can't play online on the PS3 because if you didn't transfer all your data to the PS4 by a certain date, you will lose your online.
Oh, shit.
I was level 470. No cheats.
Wow.
No cheats. And when it came to the GTA Online Golf, I have a screenshot. This was years ago. Okay. I have a legit screenshot where I was the number 2 best player in the world.
That's insane, dude.
And my highest game, GTA Golf, is a 12 under par.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So, and I had everything. And in the single player, each one of my characters had over $2 billion by the end of the playthrough. You're probably thinking, how the hell did I do that? When I replayed the game, because I knew the game now, I structured Harry Astor. I structured how I wanted to do my heist so I can get the maximum amount of cash as possible. Okay, including including one of them with the diamond heist, because one of the characters dies and he drops his money, but if you run over it while you're oh shit, what's his name? I'm so bad with fucking names, man. Jesus
I'm sorry.
Christ.
Michael.
Franklin. We were Franklin on the bike. If you run over it, he dies, but you got his money and you get more of the share.
Huh.
Also, save the assassination missions when you're all done with the single player campaign, because these affect the stock market greatly. And you follow a certain pattern or a certain pattern with these missions, and you will make so much fucking money. That's how I was able to get every character over $2 billion. So, aside from that, what else has there not been said about GTA 5? It's one of the absolute best, arguably the best GTA game on the market, and the amount of DLC for the next-gen consoles is just unlimited. So, that's my number 2, just to wrap it up, is GTA 5.
Mr.
Another game at Platinum.
Okay.
Asshole.
Fuck, I'm dead here.
Pause the fucking game, Gary.
Pause the game, get back!
You are against some more, dude. You can't pause. You gotta fight this motherfucker, and I just got him. Holy shit balls.
Gary?
Okay, now I can pause the game. So, ladies and gentlemen, my number 2, this is gonna be surprising, but you'll understand what my number 1 is. This game is a modern day revolutionary maker in terms of not only bringing a reminder of exactly who the character is, but what the story is. So again, this is one of those games where it starts off something basic and it goes a long way. This is one of those rare games where you get something different with its whole entire cinematic transpiration. How do you like the factor of a game that you're playing it all in one take?
Yeah, buddy. Hell yeah.
Playing as one of the most outstanding video game characters of all time, Kratos, who not alone is mourning over the death of his wife, but he's teaching his son different things of life, how to better himself, how to become a man, learn from his rights and his wrongs, who is basically a very helpful character along the way.
He's actually humanized too. He comes off more human than any of the games before, and it makes sense.
Also, the boss battles that you get in this game, a lot of monsters, some of them like little puny ones, easy, but the thing is, you meet along the way different characters that'll help you update your axe, a lot of characters that'll help you up with any weapons or anything, crafts, or any updates, not only help up Ares, but help up Kratos as well. A lot of these updates are specifics with the game. The story alone, dude, let's just say everything happens for a reason in this game. Everything, literally, it's a long fucking game, but everything with the whole entire enemies that you fight against to the whole entire deal of how you learn exactly more about Kratos, the much more of a softer side that he has and much more of the dominance that he has. You learn much more of a deeper, dark side of him that you're not really used to, but it's also an understandable factor, learning more of Kratos and why he is and who he is. Why he's so protective of his son, and why he needs to be a better person. This game alone, the difficulty for this game, it is a challenge because it has a learning curve, and that's good because this game wants you to learn it. It wants you to masterize it. It wants you to become a professional at this game because each boss battle that you have in this game is different with its gameplay style. It is a fresh boss battle every single time that you come across an enemy, and even when you're not fighting, there's like a cutscene, dude. The whole entire cutscenes is just something that just leaves you in awe. The whole game leaves you in awe. And just like BioShock Infinite, this game is one of those things where it makes you put down the control and just makes you admire the whole entire scenery. Because this game is stunning.
It absolutely is.
I don't want to go on for too long, so I'm going to leave it right there about God of War.
All right, my number 2. This was my number 1 for years until I got my number 1. Number 2... the original Red Dead Redemption. I originally was not going to buy this game before it came out. I had no plans because because when it comes to Rockstar, like I mentioned before, I'm not the biggest fan of Grand Theft Auto, minus, like I said, San Andreas, Vice City, and GTA 5, although I really wanted to do a GTA 6. And after GTA 4 was like, yeah, maybe I could just do without a Rockstar game. I went to GameStop and they said, have you heard of Red Dead Redemption? I said no, and he said, dude, put down some money to pre-order it, go home and watch some gameplay, and you'll thank me later. I was like, okay. That guy was right, to say the least.
Pinky.
The fuck?
No, don't get me wrong. I think Red Dead Redemption 2 is a fantastic game.
Not me.
But be quiet. Red Dead Redemption, the original, which is a sequel to it's a sequel. It's like how Devil May Cry 3 is to Devil May Cry 1, essentially. But how this game does everything compared to the second one, how the character of John Marston, the feeling of, essentially, it feels like you're just playing like a Clint Eastwood movie in a video game. Kind of like that. Kind of like A Fistful of Dollars, something like that. It's kind of the best way I can describe it. The open world is one of the most beautifully realized worlds ever in a video game.
It's so active, too. Like, the random events, the animals that can come after you. It's like, I remember when I was playing it, and a guy's like, hey, can you help me out here? I was like, okay, I'll help you out because, I want to get good deeds. And I was like, he threw me off the fucking horse and he stole my... I was like, motherfucker stole my... I was like, I got my lever. I was just like, boom. I was like, what the fuck? And all of a sudden, I just laughed for 5 minutes straight.
Dude, when I walked into the town for the first time, and I saw that guy coming out of the bar and following me down, I was just like, what the fuck? I laughed my ass off the first time I saw that. And, but just how this game reacts to everything, the gunplay is amazing. The multiplayer is so much fun, and
I love the multiplayer
the
so much.
story is one of the best stories ever in a video game. Should I add as well? And like Drew mentioned earlier, the ending of Red Dead Redemption. I thought when I first played that game and when John Marston got shot and killed, I literally paused the game for a couple minutes because I was crying like a baby.
Dude, it's like I can't think of another game that, not including RPG, like where it's like legit, where the main protagonist throughout the entire game dies like that.
Yeah, I mean, it was a very honorable death to say the least, but still, like you, Jerome, when I replayed the game, I tried to take out every single one of them.
I tried to. I couldn't
tried.
do it. And I took out the Mauser, or it's called the broom handle. That's another name for it.
Yes.
Yeah, still nothing.
Also, Romy, you didn't mention this one little thing when you go to Mexico for the first time.
Oh, hey Gary,
far away.
What?
Yeah, when you hear
he gets from Lando Ricketts is the Schofield.
Oh, for God's sakes!
I know the game by heart. I know everything about that game by heart. That's the other game I put in more hours than I can think of.
When you go into Mexico for the first time, hearing "Far Away," it is one of the greatest transitions ever as well. I could go on and on. It's my favorite Western game. I mean, my favorite cowboy game, essentially. It is honestly my favorite Rockstar game until we'll see the next Grand Theft Auto, or hope to God they do make something else that's an original IP at that point. I could go on and on, but this is it's an epic masterpiece, to say the least. The Red Dead Redemption 2, like I said, I do think it's a fantastic game, but the epilogue is way too dragged out.
The problem with the game is everything I loved about Red Dead 1, they want to make the game more real life, which is more of a fucking chore.
Which I did not mind.
I hated the controls too.
Oh
my God.
It doesn't feel as tight as it could. I can say that, but still, Red Dead Redemption, the original, is an amazing fucking game.
Barble says, I like the cowgirl position. I figure that's what you like back there.
Alright, so guys, now we are here at our number one favorite games. I'm sure Romy and I have the same number one, so shall we go first? Or Gary, would you like to go first?
Gary Bear?
Nah, fuck you both. I go first.
Okay, go ahead.
Well then, quit playing the fucking game. Quit playing!
But Doom Eternal's fun though.
It is. It's amazing, but pause the game.
But I'm in a bad section though.
You can pause the game.
You press the big button that's on the goddamn controller.
The button. Okay, it's my turn to talk about my favorite game of the 2010s decade, folks. This is a game that was this game is important. It's revolutionary. This game, you never thought a third-person shooter would give you such a more open world exploration of absolute catastrophe and cataclysm within getting revenge.
8Bizzle90 says, what about the Burger King games?
There was more big words. There was more big words.
By the way, I've actually played those games. They're so fucking terrible.
Catastrophe and cataclysm.
Cataclysm and catastrophe. Very good. Very good, Get Bear. I'm proud of you. Alexander the Great.
Anyways, folks, this story is about wanting revenge. After he left the life of being in the gang, settled down, got married, had a kid, he wants to get his wife back. He wants to get his family back after the fucking political lawman told him that you have to go and get you killed.
Well, they use him as a puppet, and he had no control. Yeah.
Now, this game starts of little by little by little to a whole entire transaction of events that just leaves you in just awe. You can't even believe everything that transpires, especially with the ending sequence to where how he died.
Oh my god!
Believe me, I've tried it too. I think everybody's tried it.
I have. There's no way.
It's legitimately impossible to kill them all in one go around. So after that, this game alone is just something of a whole entire adventure. The way that you transition, the way you can do certain things other than the story, like different varieties of side missions, different various ways you can go hunting, collect your money. And
one of my favorite things in the game is when you use the elegant suit so you can play poker.
Oh, it's great, yeah. And by the way, I played Blackjack in the original Red Dead Redemption so many fucking times.
I did too. I love Blackjack. I was pretty good at it at that time. But also, not just that, but one of my favorite things in Red Dead Redemption that kept me busy for hours was treasure hunting.
Mm-hmm.
That was my favorite thing to do in terms of side quests is treasure hunting. Also, so you can come across and shit.
It's best to leave the treasure hunting towards the end when your hero and your good deed portions is all the way up because you get more money for your treasure.
Absolutely.
Very nice. And also, the treasure hunting is very clever. It's very unique. Now, as for hunting, though, there's certain animals and certain specific ways that not only you can kill them, but you can rank up as well with your money. And especially if you travel down to Mexico, that's where you can get the most of your money and well worth as well, to where you max out. And that is a beautiful thing to have.
By the way, before you continue, Rockstar, please remaster the original Red Dead Redemption.
I will buy it in an instant.
Same. I'll buy it. I'll pre-order that shit on a dime. Seriously.
Everybody will buy it. I'll buy it.
Well, you know what I do? The first thing when I play the game, I don't start with. Well, I start with like wherever the mission you have to do, And once you're done, first thing I do, get to I think it's Sharp Expert Hunter at level 5.
About. Yeah.
Because I want to get that buffalo rifle.
The buffalo rifle.
Buffalo. It's the most powerful. It kills anything in one shot. The problem is you can't. It's not the best for taking cover. Because when you fire, you have to reload, and then you take cover. But when I'm out in the open, one shot takes care of almost anything.
It's a powerful fucking gun.
Oh, it is. It's awesome. It's one of my favorite weapons in the game.
It's a great fucking weapon. Now, folks, in terms of playing Red Dead Redemption, folks, this game is just something everyone needs to experience. If you haven't played it, then
what are you doing, to say the least?
I wouldn't say what are you doing. It's just that you're kind of lost.
Yeah. I will agree with that.
For everyone who says, "Oh, I've heard of Red Dead Redemption but never played it before," then
where the fuck have you been?
You need to play this goddamn game. Seriously,
you need to fucking play it because, folks, let me just tell you all right now,
It's important to me.
You'll understand.
I know.
You understand what I did, kind of. But seriously, though, this game is fucking important. It's one of the most revolutionary games out there that really help impact the gaming industry in terms of storytelling, its art design, its whole entire gameplay attributes that you are given, and different things that you can do. The game is a fucking masterpiece.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. See, Cougar, I agree. It's a revolution in gaming. The original Red Dead. There's no doubt about that.
Absolutely.
It absolutely is. All right, so Romy, I'm gonna play something, right? Because I know we have the same number one. So give me 1 second. I'm gonna play a couple seconds.
Go ahead.
I don't want to get
just
copyrighted.
don't play too long because the copyright.
I know. This is our number one, guys.
Yeah, I bet it is. Fucking
God of War. Oh, this
Easily
game,
my number one.
I cannot tell you guys in words how much this game is a piece of perfection, to say the least.
It took the team at Sony Santa Monica and Cory Barlog, excuse me, a little over 5 years to make. They went through more than a couple of scripts.
Mm-hmm.
They rewritten the scripts on more accounts.
Mm-hmm.
This is action adventure to the highest regard. I mean, to the next level.
It's not only action adventure, but it incorporates elements of RPG. It incorporates the open world stuff, which is absolutely brilliant. How they use Norse mythology storytelling as well within this. Now, I was not really well versed in Norse mythology. I'm more really into Greek mythology, thanks to God of War, actually. But Norse mythology, I mean, to be fair, the only thing I knew about Norse was Thor because of MCU.
doing in my game.
What?
It said Kylo Nevin was in my game.
I
Are you going up against like a buff demon?
Yeah, it said Austin's username.
You know
Whoa.
You know what? That's
Is
the
invasion mode out?
buff. No, that's not invasion mode. That's the buff
Oh,
demon. that
it's
must
empowered
kill-
demons. That's what it is.
Gary, if you kill him, you get tons of XP and shit.
Yeah, well, guess
Everywhere,
what?
Austin.
Anyways. The Bear McCree's score for God of War is easily one of the best musical scores ever crafted, especially that theme. God, I remember. Okay, this wasn't my most anticipated game of 2018. That was Red Dead Redemption 2 for me. But I'm sorry, Red Dead Redemption 2.
Red Dead Redemption 2 doesn't hold a goddamn candle compared
This
to this game.
is miles upon miles better than Red Dead Redemption 2, if you ask me.
I never even heard of Hellblade, Tavia. Go ahead.
Probably Hellblade's out. Probably Center Sacrifice. How this game not only reinvents the God of War franchise, but how it reinvents the character of Kratos. Not only is this game a story of about forgiveness and also learning to control anger, but it's also one of the best tales of father and son.
Yeah, it's a great tale of their chemistry and how it develops throughout the game.
Absolutely. How it starts off, God.
And it's one complete take.
I couldn't believe it was one shot. Like because there are so many sequences, especially involving when they you get to that one giant's face, you have to take down the hammer part. I was blown away with that aspect.
I was thinking of like, wait, I think they did a cut. Whoa, Gary. Okay, they did a cut like when you enter the portal when you go through the tree.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's still continuing.
It does. Yes.
Yes.
I know a lot of people say it's not Last of Us at all. It's not. It's the only way you can compare it to Last of Us is because the camera angle. That's it. Otherwise, a lot of reviewers have said this is a reinvention of the franchise, but still it retains what makes God of War in the first place. From the brutal combat, the amazing story, how they incorporated a certain type of mythology, in which, by the way, they actually almost incorporated, well, I had a little feedback at first, a little bit of Egyptian mythology. They thought about going into Egyptian mythology at first.
Hold up. Wait, this is a great soft reboot to God of War. What are you talking about, Tavia? What's he talking about?
It is kind of a reboot to God of War in a way, but it is still a sequel.
It's a sequel. No, it's a sequel to God of War 3. It takes place like 15 years.
Well, it's a reboot in how they change up almost everything, but it's a sequel to God of War and how the storyline continues, is what I mean.
Okay, I'll just let you.
I want you to say. I want you to say some things. Yeah.
Okay, first of all, I'll say this right now. Okay, hey Gary, your feedback is kind of. I'm hearing really bad echoing.
How?
It's gone now. It's gone.
Okay, you know why? Probably because he hasn't spoken. First of all, this is one of the greatest looking games I have ever seen. I mean, I can't think of another game that can match its gorgeous visuals, its epic scenery, the skyboxes, everything. Everything is just perfect, and it's some of the best character attention to detail I've ever seen. Open world style gameplay. Unlike the previous games, there's no linear path per se, and its game design is pretty much flawless. So much variety in weapons and collection, collectibles, magics, potions, and everything. The in-depth character detail and the chemistry. Kratos is way more human, and there's a reason behind it. His connection with Atreus and how it's developed throughout the adventure is so engaging, so emotional. And this is a Kratos unlike you've ever seen before. The story is just so good. This is some of the best story. This is arguably the best story I think I've ever seen in a video game because of how coherent it is and how everything makes perfect sense in a world of mythology. It's brilliant. Acting and voice acting, top of the class. The level of quality and quantity and its customization towards your character is second to none with your stats, your armors, your items. New Game Plus, we can get even more stuff.
Yes, like that's I don't know how anybody can say this game is bad. I really don't.
If you're, I'm going to be condescending right now. If anybody said this game is bad, I'm sorry, I can't take you fucking serious anymore. I really can't. The replay value is huge, dude. The single player campaign from start to finish is like 30 fucking hours,
and yet you still got.
And also, I'm gonna post this. I'm gonna post this in the live chat because I can.
Okay.
If there is one flaw, I don't think it's a flaw. It's the learning curve. And let me explain.
There is a learning curve, yeah.
Because if you play the previous God of War games, this is different.
Yeah, yes, it is. Because, I mean, like I say, it's a reinvention of God of War in its entirety. But in a good way. It's the best way possible. The Valkyries, oh my god, the fucking Valkyries are absolutely insane, to say the least. Especially the last one.
Speaking of that,
it took me forever.
Speaking of that, I'm going to post a link to it right now, and it's on my Facebook. Folks, I did the impossible. This is the hardest fucking boss I've ever fought in my entire life. This is Sigrid, the Valkyrie Queen, on Give Me God of War New Game Plus.
I don't know how you did it, dude.
It took me really 5 to 6 fucking hours.
Oh, I should mention, by the way, before I continue, this game, to me, has one of the best moments I have ever witnessed in a video game. For those of you who have not played this game, or for those of you who have played it, like Roman especially, you will know what I'm talking about.
Let's just say that he has to go back to somewhere where he doesn't want to go in order to prevail. That's all. Yeah, that's the best way to say it. Yeah,
it's absolutely brilliant. And Cory Barlog, I just want to say, goddamn, what a genius! And after the post credits, by the way,
dude, I didn't figure this out until like a week or so after.
Same. Someone had to tell me in a comment saying, "By the way, did you do this?" And I just thought, "No."
I discovered on accident.
And yeah, once I did it, I just thought,
I was just
"Oh my god!"
I was like, "Wait, I triggered a cutscene?" I was like, "Oh wait, this is the actual ending." And then I saw it. I'm just like, Gimme.
I was like, Cory Barlog, you better do the sequel, please. If he doesn't do it, I will not have the same excitement.
I won't buy it either. I want him to do it.
I won't say I won't buy it, but I won't have the same level of excitement if Cory doesn't direct it.
Because, dude, you know what else he did? God of War 2.
Which was my favorite God of War game until God of War.
It's one of the greatest PS2 games of all time.
I agree with that.
So yeah, folks, if you click on that link, it should take you to... in the live, it should take you to my my video of me going up against the Valkyrie Queen. This fight is over. It's 10 minutes long straight, and she can kill you in 2 hits.
It's a brutal.
What your armor is?
Dude, it's a brutal fight on even medium mode. It was
medium, dude. This is Give Me God of War New Game Plus. It took me 5 to 6 fucking hours, and when I was done, I felt a sigh of relief.
It's a phenomenal. Not only just the bosses are amazing. I mean, I will say this about the new God of War. The boss fights, I mean, they're far and few, but they do the series proud nonetheless. They really do.
Dude, it's some of the best fucking boss fights I've ever seen in a
including
game.
including the final boss. Oh my shit.
It's insane.
It is. I can't put into words any more words, positive adjectives for my love for God of War. Like, and in terms of the hack and slash genre, Devil May Cry has been my favorite, but even I have to admit that God of War just blew my mind into a billion pieces when I played this game for the first time. And how the more that you play this game, the more it opens up on your end. It's like one of those things like, oh wait, you thought you thought you were done now? Oh no, wait, there's more to see at that point. It continuously reveals itself more and more and more to us. Like, you feel like you're a kid on Christmas when you're discovering new stuff. And the amount of how they incorporate Norse mythology into everything, I want to see where this goes so badly, especially with one character inclusion, to which I'm not going to give away for those of you who haven't played it, but I could go on and on, like I said, but yeah, my God of War is an absolute epic masterpiece. It's a perfect game, to say the least.
It's a 6 out of 5. I gave it right away. I was like, after I got done playing the single player campaign, I was just like, this is one of the greatest fucking games I've ever played.
It's one of my 11 out of 10s, and
it's one of my very, very rare 6 out of 5s.
I love this game to death. It's it's Romyboy and I's #1 best game of the decade. If you guys haven't played it, buy it. It's not that expensive anymore, guys.
Play it right now. Stop what you're doing, just play it.
But yes, guys, and with that being said, that is going to do it for our top 10 best games of the decade. First of all, I just want to say thank you to Jerome and Mr. Garabear for joining with me on the stream. And also Shane, I wish Shane was on here. So I really wish he was on here. But
well, you know what? The game didn't really need a multiplayer.
It didn't. God of War did not need multiplayer whatsoever. It really
didn't need it.
It did not at all. But other than that, guys, thank you so much for joining the stream. I really, really appreciate it. I know that we couldn't do regular camera recording with cutscenes, but I think this was a lot easier on my end to ease my mind of editing anyways.
Well, yeah, you're already editing some goodies already, so.
I know word show. But yes, guys, once again, thank you so much. Let us know below in the comments, not the chat, but once the stream is done, let us know below what your top 10 favorite games of the decade are. Also, a couple of honorable mentions. There will not be a top 10 worst because I don't go on my way to play bad video games.
Okay, if you ask me what is the worst, WWE 2K20 is one. Duke Nukem Forever is one.
That's a terrible one, yeah.
Yeah, those are two of the ones that no, Right to Hell Retribution.
Oh, but yes, I think
that came out the decade.
But yes, but once again, guys, thank you so much for joining. Make sure to hit that like button. It helps out the channel so much. Also, subscribe, and do not forget to hit that notification bell for whenever the next live stream happens, which will be the top 10 worst films of the 2010s decade, to which that boy right there will be joining that stream. And then in July, it'll be the top 10 best films of the 2010s, to which the guy right over here will be joining Lucas, Alex, and I. But until that, we'll see you guys next time. Have a great day. Stay safe out there. Thank you all once again. Have a great night, guys. Rip it tear until it's done.
This stream sucked.
Banana. Bye-bye.
Yes, I want to end the podcast. There we go.